Signal's not too great here.
Hmm?
The signal's not too great here.
Can hear you though. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, when they give all praises and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Hashem,
Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and blessing to the hopeful, sincere elect, man. Another week, Babylon the Great, with this beast system, this dystopian state, which is drastically getting worse and worse, man. You can see the state of affairs is drastically getting worse in the economy. Esau's getting ready to collapse this society, man, and bring forth that new world order, man, that new world of disorder, as I call it, man, where everything's gonna go digital. He's going digital, you know. I just did a sit down from last night. Took a symbol from Rethinking the Dollars channel, where he had the all seeing eye, but basically he's painted as the crypto and security NSA with the cryptocurrencies in the background, but it's all in a pyramid of the Egyptian pyramid with the all seeing eye in it. Saying what? Basically, they're all coming into a new world of disorder, man, where they're all gonna come as one. Someone start Revelation 17 and start from like verse 11, I think it is, real quick, because the world all coming in very fast, man. Esau speeding up, hasting, he's speeding up the process basically, because he knows that you have but a short time. Revelation 12 and 12, because these devils know that the time's running short, man, and they need to speed up this new world order before it's too late. But anyway, but the scripture says as soon as they fill their belly, that's when the destruction is gonna come. So all they're doing is fulfilling prophecy anyway, whether they do it fast.
Revelation 17 and 11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and is of the seven, and goes into perdition.
Yeah, and the eighth head is talking about who? America, that little horn, which man's eyes was given to it. Talk about the technology prophesied in Daniel the 7th chapter around the 8th verse. That's talking about America, man, that little horn. And they've been in power for a little while, man, short season. The Lord said there was going to be rulership for a short season, but then in due time there was going to go into what? Perdition, which means destruction, man. Because they're the eighth head that came out of the seven other European nations that was made to go into perdition. Because as apostles and brothers say, this is the kingdom of hell, man. This ain't the kingdom of heaven. This ain't the eternal kingdom. And I'm going to get Daniel 2 and 44 as well. Carry on reading that.
Yep. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
Yeah, the 10 horns, 10 kings represents who? The European conglomerates of the beast system, man. The European counterparts, Great Britain, France, all these different nations involved. Apostle Tahar went over the Daniel 7 chapter, the same Daniel's the 7th chapter, and he gave the old ancient names of Visigoths and the Vandals and the Franks and all of that, the Gauls, which Franks and Gauls are the same people, the French, and all the different names that they had in the ancient world during the ancient Roman Empire. But now they call themselves the EU, European Union. So it's the same Edomite devils. Instead of calling themselves Caesars and emperors, now they call themselves presidents, prime ministers, man. Like BB, he was back there in ancient Rome. He was definitely back there because he's a demon. That guy's a devil, man. Trump was there. Biden, all these guys were there. Boris the Joke Johnson, he was there in ancient Rome. These are all ancient Roman leaders, man. That Fred Macron, all these devils, man. Now they wear suits and ties, but back in the day they was wearing togas and the feathers and all that shit that they used to wear. The long garments and all of that, shaved beards. But now they're wearing suits and ties. You've got Gillette razors, man. The same devils, man. This reincarnation. So go ahead.
It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Yeah, and that goes into the birth of the EU, the European Union. Go ahead.
These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Yeah, they have one mind. What's that one mind? The New World Order, man. The New World of Disorder, man. That's the one mind. The symbol I was talking about is this symbol here. That's the symbol I was talking about, man. All seeing eye. Same symbol you get on the $1 bill. Because why? America's ancient Egypt. America's modern day Egypt, Salakia. America's modern day Egypt, as it tells you in Revelation 11 and 8. spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. So that's what they're pushing. Oh, they're doing a festival or some shit. That's what the brother said. Just for this week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah. So they're all seeing eye. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You should have texted.
I was looking at
So they're pushing this all seeing eye system, man. 1 hour with the beast. They're all gonna have one mind, which is what the new world of disorder, man. You know, a dystopian totalitarian state. That's what's coming right now. That's what these devils are touting. You see over there in Kenya, you know, he killed the we call them. He just pushed for all them little Kenyan babies to be sea-hipped, man. So all the newborns are to be sea-hipped over there in Kenya, and that's why the Lord plagued them with it was a tornado or something that hit over there this week. The flood, the Lord plagued those Kenyans over there because they're in league with the beast system, man. That's their punishment for endorsing the fucking MOT to the beast system from the Lord. Yeah, they got mass floods over there, catching hell, man. But that's what you get for endorsing the way of the wicked, man, doing the deeds of the devil, you know. But read that again, one of the one mind thing.
Yeah. Says, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Yeah, one mind, the new world order, man. So yeah, Revelation 12 and 12.
Revelation 12 and 12.
Get those two.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time.
Yeah, the wicked elite, man. The ones that empower the power seat on the left-hand side of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, through the spiritual demon Satan. They're getting ready to come down on you people, man. Especially on the tribes, man. Esau's not going to pet, man. You know, I just watched a new movie the other day, The Boy Kills World. And that goes into basically the fact that the elites are using the people for sport and game, man. They look at the people, they call them rats in the movie. They call the tribes rats. And they'll pick 12 people out of the villages every year and they call college and they'll execute them for fun. Like in the movie Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, them old school movies. Like and Hunger Games, that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? The elites are killing people for sport and they call it the culling. Because Esau, the elites, the wicked elite, look down upon the people as goyim. They call them useless eaters, man. So they want to exterminate you, the majority of you people, the tribes. And even Revelation 13 and 15, it tells you that they that don't want to worship the image of the beast, which is going into this new dystopian digital system, should be killed. So they're looking to exterminate a lot of people on the earth, man. You've got the depopulation by either by biological weapons or actual by way of the sword, which the modern day sword is the gun. But also these biological weapons can be called, labeled as a sword because it's about killing people.
Yeah.
Esau, that's the blessing that Esau got from the Lord, was to basically the great sword to kill people on the earth, man, to take peace from the earth. And that's what this devil's been doing. But his real enemy on the earth right now is the tribes of Israel, man, the 12 tribes, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're the biggest threat to Esau and his new world order, man. His new world of disorder, as I keep saying. Go ahead.
Yeah. Daniel's the second chapter and the 44th verse. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Yeah,
And
the days of these kings is talking about now, man. The rulership that's on the earth right now, being the so-called white man, so-called Edomite, the Edomites starting first and foremost, and then trickle on down to the other nations. That's the days of these kings that are on the earth now, and they're getting ready to go into slavery. Esau's getting ready to lose it all, but he's not going to go down without a fight. You know, he wants to. He's not going to go down quietly. He's going to make sure he take as many out as possible, especially in this new world order, man. You know, and that depopulation thing is like a big thing for him. You know, because he's trying to basically mimic the Heavenly Father, like he did with the flood when he only saved 8 people and killed everyone else on the earth. That was you could call that a big culling. That was a culling back then. Esau's trying to mimic that on the left hand side, but what he doesn't understand is that his kingdom is not further to go on forever. His kingdom has its run, and that's it. It's had a short run. Triumph of the wicked is short. The joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment, man. But he hasn't got the memo yet. He's suffered from that God complex, pride, seeped into his heart.
12, 20, and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yeah, so the Lord's going to rain terror and destruction upon him as soon as he makes that sea hit mandatory, which is going to happen. You know, forget what IUIC and these other camps are saying. These guys are degenerates, man. They're reprobating the spirit, and they're getting off. It's obvious that the Holy Spirit's not working with them no more, man. Nate's lost the oil, man. He has to fight to get that oil back. He's lost the oil right now, man. That guy's coming up with all kinds of heresies, damnable heresies, man. Spewing madness, man. The hell doctrine, all these different things, man, that don't exist. Fables, man. Jewish fables, man. But what's really going to come to pass is when Esau declares martial law, and then he says, yeah, you people got to go to these clinics and line up and get C-hipped if you want to, you know, move around in society. Otherwise, you're going to be an enemy combatant. You're going to be an enemy combatant. To be basically labeled as a thief, a terrorist, basically in society, and they're going to be, you know, locking people down. They're going to be, I don't know if it's going to be another major pandemic again, but they're going to be putting people in them concentration camps to make them take that C hit, man. You know, and the Lord, what did the Lord say in 2 Ezra 16 and 68? They that give consent shall be had in derision, man. So 2/3, they're going to fall into that snare because they're none the wiser. They don't understand the times that we're living in, man. They ain't measured the time diligently themselves. The only ones that's watching for these signs and the tokens that's coming upon the earth are the men of the Lord, the prophets, man, the real prophets. And you know, not every guy that has a garment on that says he's a Hebrew Israelite is a prophet, man. You got to know that as well.
Some of them are one with the eye.
Yeah.
The prophet,
The compromised prophet.
the prophet. That's what
Yeah,
they
the
are.
prophet. Yeah, prophetess.
Prophetess,
Yeah,
man.
prophetess. They're not really prophets. They're prophetess, man.
They're
You know.
influenced.
Jump.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I was gonna say on what you were saying, Revelation 12 and 9.
Yeah, done. Get that.
Up from 7, up 7. But it's really Yahweh Shai is the one that's really gonna bring an end to the New World Order.
Exactly. He's a stone. It's gonna
Yeah,
smoke the image.
yeah, that's it. That's you brought that already.
No.
Yeah, you might as well get that as well. That's prophecy. Because it's really, that's why our whole faith is predicated upon the return of Yahweh Shai. You got some guys that don't understand that. They're trying to build Judea in Babylon, and they don't really understand. The scripture says our life is with Yahweh Shai. This whole thing is about Yahweh Shai coming. He ain't gonna do nothing. It's all about when Yahweh Shai comes. That's gonna prove everything. That's when everything's gonna be proven, and everyone's gonna have to accept. Okay, these men were telling the truth. Guys at Vocab and all these scorpions and spawners, they're gonna continue to do that until Yahweh Shai comes. That's when everything is just gonna be completed, man. So we have to look to that day. That's still part of our doctrine, but a lot of men ain't really concerned about that. They're trying to just do their thing now and profiteer off this ministry. You know, they don't care about the coming of Yahweh Shai.
They did at first, but then they lost their way.
Yeah,
because they started to make money. And that's what happens, man. The love of money is the root of all evil, man. But a lot of guys lose their minds over either women or money, man. That's what even with these celebs, they just do the same shit. They get a little bit of money, then they lose their minds, man. You know,
that's why
go crazy.
Diddy
Diddy, when Diddy first came out, he wasn't a diddler. He was a normal guy, but he got into that industry and he saw the ways of the devil, that you have to follow the ways of the devil to get up there. And then he got corrupted, man. Now he's the diddler, man. He can't go back.
Corrupting other dudes.
Yeah, now he's corrupting, you know, Beavers and all that. Beavers,
Because them guys, they
schizophrenic now.
want the lifestyle, innit? And they're willing to do what it takes to get that lifestyle. Yeah, just work in McDonald's, man. Anyway, good.
For Revelation 12 and
Burgers. Don't let Diddy flip burgers. Do something.
Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven.
Now the war in heaven, that ain't talking about the spiritual realm, because a lot of these goofy Christians, they don't understand that there's different heavens. Paul spoke about when he died, he was caught up to the third heaven. Right? You got heaven, which break it down in the scriptures. You can Capernaum was exalted onto heaven. What does that mean? It was like one of them films, Castle in the Sky or something. Yeah, they were just floating up into the sky. No,
Even in the movies, they show you the war in heaven, but they, you know, fighting with swords and shit. They butchered the scriptures.
the heaven that Capernaum was in represented a height, because heaven is high. right? So you can use heaven to represent being living good, living high, living in a good estate. But then you got heaven as in the sky. That's a heaven. Then you got the heavens out there where the outside the firmament where you get the stars. And we ain't gonna go deep into it because then niggas want to debate about flat Earth. We ain't got time for that. What you call space?
But they even call the stars celestial.
Celestial, yeah.
So what's that to? It's called back. That's heaven.
Yeah, that's a heaven too. But then you got the third heaven, which is up, but not that type of up. It's a higher level. It's just a higher plane. It's a different realm and a higher level of existence. That's the third heaven. Now they read about the war in heaven and they start thinking that in the spirit realm, in the heaven of heavens, where the Most High dwelleth, them man, are, you know, moving like Anthony Joshua and Garner up there, like.
Where suppose he doesn't have control of his realm.
No, it's not. That's not talking about that. The war in heaven is going to be talking about the chariots of the Most High, right, against Esau and his AI, and that's Esau's devil. Esau uses that, right? So he's going to be fighting against his aircraft in the sky, and we know what's going to happen to them pursuing to was it second Esdras 13? Yeah, 13, they're going to be destroyed. But that's the war is talking about. It's not talking about in the spirit realm. It's a war that's actually going to be here and the world is going to see. He's not just Esau, all the armies of the world that's left after World War III are going to come against Yahweh Shai and they're going to get obliterated because it's not even fair. It's not even fair. It's like, you know, Canelo versus Amir Khan. But it's mad. Like, it's one shot kill, you know, over.
Yeah. Revelation 19 and 19. Yeah. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army.
Right. Once America, because remember, as America's being destroyed, Yahweh Shai is going to make his entrance. Not before, but as America's being destroyed, because Yahweh Shai is going to turn up, pursuant to Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter, in the chariots of salvation. But those chariots of salvation are also chariots of destruction. So them chariots are going to come to deliver the elect out of America, and only the elect, which is going to prove to the world who the true power is, because this is what we do know. None of them Palestinians getting delivered. Yeah?
This one,
Hey, Devin Haney and them, man. Hey, do you see Bernard Hopkins, alhamdulillah, and all that bullshit? Listen, this is what, you know, them missiles go to hit America. I ain't save you, bro.
Muhammad's not coming to save you either, man.
You know?
Muhammad is going into slavery. Muhammad was an actual living person.
Yeah.
So when Muhammad comes back in reincarnation, he's going into slavery with the rest of you Ishmaelites.
All the idols that are worshipped in America, their followers are not going to be delivered from those missiles. And they worship all idols in America. The man are worshipping even the celebrities they're worshipping. No one, only people that are going to be delivered out of America are going to be the elect, who are the followers and the believers in Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. Simple as that. And that's gonna confirm who's the real power and who the idols are. We ain't gonna be you ain't gonna have to debate. Oh, your brother, your God was nowhere to be found. You man got blazed. Simple as that. Right? So Yahweh Shai is gonna come as it is written. He gathered together his elect for the four winds, right? And then what's gonna happen after that is the armies that are left, because they're not all gonna be destroyed, they're gonna want to come and fight against Yahweh Shai. And then they're gonna be destroyed. And that's why the scripture says, what's that? That's in Isaiah the 30th chapter. The Lord is against all the armies of the nations, and he's gonna destroy them. Because there's gonna be no military left on the earth once Yahweh Shai comes. He's literally gonna completely destroy all the militaries of the nation. And once you destroy a nation's military, what's left? Victims. Victims.
Completely spoiled.
Can I get it quickly?
Yeah.
It's Isaiah 45, verse 20. It says, assemble yourselves and come, draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations, that have no knowledge, that set the wood of their graven image, and pray unto a God that cannot save.
Because all these nations are going to be conquered. They're going to be conquered and confounded. And these religions ain't going to have no answer for that. Because,
Just like Egypt.
because you got these Muslims, but they're gassed out of their mind right now. Listen, when Yahweh Shai comes, your whole books are gonna have to be thrown out the window because you never predicted this. This ain't in your book. Wait, hold on. What's going on? Man, they're getting beamed up. They're gonna lose their minds. Where's that in the hadith? You know, it ain't in there.
They're still going to be in Hyde Park debating. My brothers are getting beamed up. With Ali Dawa and these niggas.
They're gonna be confounded. Everyone's gonna be confounded because realistically, there's only one people that's really saying what's gonna happen before it happens, and that's the Hebrew Israelites. We're the only ones. Even Christians are breaking it down, exactly what's gonna happen. So when it happens, it's gonna be confirmed that it was our faith that was correct. Hindu don't know nothing about that. Shiva, man, what Shiva know about chariots coming and blazing fire?
Matthew 25th chapter 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth the sheep from the goats, and he shall set his
Yeah,
sheep.
because you know what that means? The world is going to be put back into proper order because right now, even though you got nations and generally speaking, people are kind of grouped up together, it's be a mix and match. Like for instance, like you look at pick a country, man. You look at India, for instance. Everybody from India ain't Elam, and most men are just calling themselves Indian, ain't even Elam. There's lots of confusion. You got so much confusion in the earth right now. Well, what's gonna happen is the world is gonna go back. We're gonna have the spiritual power through Yahweh Shai, what we call the spiritual Google. We're gonna actually be able to identify exactly what nationality everybody's from, regardless of what they look like. Yeah, that's a Moabite. Yeah, that's a Elamite, and we're gonna put everybody back together into their nations. Separate them into their nations, man. Put the world in order again. All these false nationalities are gonna cease to exist. Yeah, like I'm Zambian. There ain't gonna be no Zambia. You're gonna call it whatever Hamite nation you're from. Because even Hamite is just a broad term. There really was no Hamite nation. It was, you get me? It was Mizraim, which were different tribes of the Canaanites. So it's gonna go back to putting things in this rightful order, man. You know what I mean? That's what it says. Divide the sheep from the goats.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left.
Right, the sheep is us. The sheep are the we're gonna be on the right hand, the goats are gonna be on the left, these other nations. Go on.
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye, blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungered, or I'll skip to the point. And
Whose inheritance is the kingdom? The inheritance, it tells you in the book of Esdras. Let me get that real quick, because that's a good scripture right there. No, not 6. It's in yeah, go on.
verse 41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels.
And that everlasting fire is not talking about a pit underneath the earth. Because in Revelations 14 and 9 and verse 10, it tells you that the day that take of the MOT to the beat, they're going to be burnt in the presence of the angels and the Holy Lamb. So that's talking about an actual place on the earth, not underneath the earth.
Pit on the earth.
Yeah, a pit, a lake of fire, literally.
Yeah.
That's going to burn for a long time. Not talking about underneath the earth. Don't let I see. But then start saying,
The destruction of America represents the end of all those things, man. Literally the end, because Yahweh Shai is gonna be here.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of his kingdom. Like, then that's literally the end. This is 2 Esdras 6. 6. It says, there is also another thing, a city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place, which Yahweh Shai, showing the Apocryphus part of the scriptures, he referenced this when he spoke about the wide gate. Yeah. The entrance thereof is narrow and is in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, If he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Now, who is this for? The world? Okay. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so, even so is Israel's portion. So, it's always been about Israel, man. So when we read there about the inheritance, it's for the Israelites, man. We're inheriting the kingdom. Go on.
Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, defend Jerusalem, defending all.
Yeah, and when he says defending Jerusalem, he's not talking about the physical place. Oh yeah, yeah, because all fighting against the Jews and no. The Jerusalem is talking about here is the people. It's the people. We are Jerusalem. That yeah, go on.
Second Maccabees 5:19. Nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake.
That's right. This is talking about us. That's why the scripture says Holy Jerusalem is going to be coming down from the. Well, hold on. How is Holy Jerusalem going to be coming down? So you telling me that the Jerusalem that's over there now with all them Amalekites, them J00Zs over there, right? That's chilling there right now, doing madness. So is the Lord again? Is it going to be? It's going to be lifted up into the sky like it? What was that movie, blood? The Avengers or something?
Yeah.
Where they lifted the whole Zemo and Ultron. They're gonna lift. So it's the whole of Jerusalem gonna be lifted. No, the elect Jerusalem is gonna be. What scripture said it shall be the people. This is gonna be caught up with the Lord in the air, right? We will meet the Lord in the air. That's Jerusalem that is talking about. All right. So don't get it twisted, because a lot of these goofy Christian conservatives like to bring them Amalekites into it and say, yeah, look, that was their thing for years. Whenever anyone tried to criticize the Israeli state, oh no, that's God's chosen place. Like, if you fight against them, God is going to defend them. Like, no, the Lord ain't defending them. That's what we do know, 100%. AI is defending them, and it ain't even doing a good job. The Most High ain't dealing with them people. It's talking about the real people, the spiritual Jerusalem, which is us. Okay, and we don't care if you don't believe it. Like we said, when Yahweh Shai comes, then we can have a conversation. We'll see in it. Like, if you want to deny it to our face. Ain't gonna be no talking in them days, trust me.
Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. Turn ye unto him, from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted.
And that's what we're doing. We're turning back to the Lord so we could be delivered in these last days. Right? You got Revelations 12, yeah.
Revelation 12, I'm going back to again 7.
That's why we don't glorify guns and all these different stuff, because we ain't gonna be delivered that way.
Yeah.
We're not being. This is a very humble deliverance. We ain't gonna be delivered through our own strength, or we did press ups and got a bunch of man together and started running with spears. No, we're gonna be delivered because Yahweh Shai made a sacrifice so that when that great judgment comes, we could be delivered out of that fire. Because what's a gun gonna do when a missile comes? You're gonna shoot the missile. Man's walking around with bare tall rifle. Like, no, it's the Lord and his sacrifice, and it's gonna tell you that. That's what made us win. That's why we're gonna win. We're gonna win because of the sacrifice Yahweh Shai made to give us the victory. We ain't in no position. Yeah, go on.
Jeremiah 9:3. Thus said the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorious glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me.
Right, because guess what? The wisdom, you got guys that think they're gonna save black. We say that, but we're really all the tribe. There's always that. If we can, like, economics and education, and that's not gonna save us. No, it's good. I'm not saying it's bad to have a bit of knowledge of how to. That can help you to operate on a day-to-day basis. No one ain't saying you can't learn a little bit of business and apply yourself a certain way. But there are people that lean on that heavenly, that is what's gonna fix our people, and we're gonna rise up, pull ourselves up by the bootstraps by being educated. No, because you can be educated in them ways all you want. Esau come and put a bullet in your head, then or the missile comes, you're finished.
We had Black Wall Street, all these things. Esau will come through and destroy it, man.
So
We had education.
that's not the thing that's not the answer. What about, oh yeah, get physically fit, start looking like Carly Muscle and that, and drinking all the juices, and you know what I mean, like learning how to shoot all the, you know, and all that stuff. Yeah, but that can't save you either. And what was the last thing he said? He said the might, not the might. What else? Riches, money. Oh, that's Jake all over. Jake think money is the answer to everything. Jake think money is the root of all their problems, and so they think that money is the answer to all their problems, and that is actually not true. That's never been true. Money is not the root of all Jake's problems, but Jake is so obsessed with money. That's why Jake blame everything on money. Jake could go do some stupidness, yeah, and sit there in an interview and say, "Yo, man, because where I come from, we poor." No, that's not the reason you went and did some stupid shit. The reason you was acting stupid is because you're a demon and you're wicked. Because I tell you this for free. This is a true statement, right? There are places in the world which are more impoverished than the maddest ghettos you've ever seen that don't have the same level of crime and violence. So it's not that shows and proves you that it's not poverty that causes crime and violence. It's the people. You are allowing the poverty to justify you going and shooting up a granny. You know what I'm saying? No, that's just because you're wicked. You're willing to do anything. You have a wicked, demonic culture that you follow that glorifies killing, that glorifies selling drugs, and then justifies it. Yeah, I sell drugs because I'm poor.
And like you mentioned earlier, you look down upon actually working, even though it's poor work.
Yeah, you look down
upon it. You rather go sell drugs.
And that's a very dominant culture. We're the only people that basically, yeah, that the culture is bigging up foolishness and then want to be a victim at the same time. Oh, it's because I'm poor. No, man. Like these niggas in London, like, they get on my nerves. Yeah, man, you don't know where I come from. You don't know what I've been through. The man them had to do. No, you didn't, brother. You had preschooling. You had a.
They was raised in a decent family household. They had their parents there, but they wanted. They had bad minds.
Yeah, they wanted to be bad man
for a reason.
They wanted the bad bitches.
Yeah, even that proverb, the Proverbs you use,
Proverbs 1.
Consent thou not. If sin is enticed thee, consent thou not, man. You don't have to go that way.
You ain't got to.
The scriptures say Jake, like, wickedness is in their nature, basically. Like, they're wise to do evil.
But you're meant to have integrity, man.
Exactly.
These scriptures, you're meant to follow them no matter what condition you're in.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Whether you're rich, but to hold the same standards, man.
Exactly.
Whether you're poor, same standards.
That's why Yahweh Shai said, love thy neighbor as thyself. And if you applied those principles, the ghetto wouldn't be as bad as it is. The ghetto's as bad as it is because it's got a wicked, demonic, and toxic culture that man's follow. And then all they just want to focus on is money, money, money. We ain't got the money.
You might still be poor, but guess what? You know, a community to help. You know, help one another like you're supposed to.
Niggas got
But it's not
iPhones,
like
man.
that.
Niggas got iPhones, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Niggas is acting like they starving, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. There's places in the world with real poverty, man. Everybody's got a sob story, innit? Oh, yeah, because we never had it like that. Nigga, you had an iPhone, brother. Shut your mouth, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's places with real poverty, like, you know what I mean? Man's are living in rubbish heaps.
Dips and all that.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Come on.
Like,
That's why you got a Rambo knife?
There's none in West Coast Africa that will give everything to live in the most deprived area of London.
Yeah,
because
like,
in comparison to what they're experiencing.
yeah,
Even in Africa, certain places in Africa, like West Africa especially, you got Jake that's living in impoverished land, like them people impoverished, but they're still making
in the village somewhere, like,
but they're still making a way.
they're acting like
They ain't
demons.
letting crime
No
run.
electricity, bro.
They ain't letting crime run right throughout their villages and all that, because that's not the way. It's not going to help them, man.
Yeah,
Over in the UK, it's like these youths, like,
you look at the islands, every island, including Jamaica. You go back to the 40s and 50s. They were dirt poor, but you could leave your house, you could leave your doors unlocked. So it ain't the poverty it's just niggas is wicked, man. But like I was saying, they think money is a savior. Niggas think that money is going to save you. Money don't do that. Listen, money is just a tool. It's a tool. But if your mind is defiled, you will take that same money and destroy yourself.
Because they said money's an amplifier.
It amplifies. You know that was proof of that? You get a bunch of niggas that's all these gangs, and you give all these gangs money. You think they're gonna stop? They're gonna just be like, all right, cool. We don't got to do all this no more. No, they're gonna buy more guns. They're gonna try and get more territory. Giving these niggas more money actually increases violence. They buy bigger guns. They buy more bullets. They rob other mans more. This because it's a mental. You give a crackhead more money, you gonna buy more crack. You give an alcoholic more money, he's gonna buy more alcohol. He'll destroy himself with it. Look at these celebrities, man. They just destroy themselves. All the whole media is watching celebrities implode in on themselves. Isn't that what you see? But man, just focus on get to the back, get to the back, get to the back. No, that's why this scripture, this word isn't about getting to the back. It's about the inner man. It's about addressing the spiritual things, the spiritual riches. Because if the inner man is fixed, then you can be profitable on the outside. But if you just get the money on the outside and you're not on the inside clean, you're just gonna destroy yourself, man. Jake don't understand that. That's why I said don't glory in the riches, man. Everybody wanna be P. Diddy. You know these guys.
I got.
And chasing the bag has got everybody acting goofy.
That's why they get into the bag, get control, do all these deranged things, even if they have to like defile themselves and turn themselves into a slut and a whore, just because you want to get to the bag. You got the wrong mindset.
They've got them jumping through hoops.
Got a real quick. It says, Sirach 14:3, riches are not comely for a nigger. And what should an envious man do with money?
That's it. They're making money. They're doing it. You get these people out here, man. Like I said, they worship money. Paul Light did it. Paul Light got the money and he started, remember, he was in the bedroom and he started bowing down to the money. He said, this is what I worship. And then you see where he ended up. And he shot up the Bible. Yeah, dudes really think money is the answer to everything. It's not. There's a limit to what money can achieve. What we need is through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which is salvation. And Yahushai paid the price. The price couldn't be paid with money. It couldn't be worked out with wisdom. It couldn't be got by strength. It was got through the Spirit. All right? We'll be back. You finished Jeremiah?
Can I get a couple of things here? It's from Judges chapter 7, verse 2. And then the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hand. Lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, my own hand hath saved me. So the brother was talking about earlier, this is not about our own strength, man. Our own means we have to do things. It doesn't matter about us. It's not about us. Right? Because what we have to happen is what? To glorify the Lord and the Son. We can't glorify ourselves because, oh yeah, we did this. I trained in this. I got the guns. I got all this. So I can protect myself. No, you can't. You can't protect yourself from what's about to happen, man.
Every time the Lord came to deliver us, to exalt His name, well, to exalt us. It's just that we're the vessels that He used, to help exalt His name. Like we was in slavery in Egypt. He sent the Savior, but it was to exalt His name, man. Like we can't save ourselves, man. You got these guys out here in Israel as well, feigning the word of the Lord, acting like they're the saviors of Israel, man. False prophets.
You're delusional, man.
You're
all delusional, man. You're all broken.
Post it out, yes.
This is from Isaiah 41, verse 8. It says, but thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend.
And that confirms that the seed of Abraham, like a vocab Malone said, he did got such a demon. When he spoke to Abraham about his seed, Abraham believed it was talking about his physical seed. But it was like, what are you talking about? He believed.
So you mean he was deceived?
What are you talking about, man? Scripture just Isaiah confirmed who the seed is. He said, listen, you children of Israel, you're the seed of Abraham. Vocab Malone wants to make it everybody. Oh no, it's a spiritual thing. No, man. The seed of Abraham is a physical seed.
Civilization.
Okay.
That's why you can't follow these Christians. They don't
because Abraham is naming his father of a multitude, father of the nations.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean every nation.
Nah.
Yeah. And the Lord told him that it wouldn't be of his first on Ishmael as well.
They were excluded. They were purposely cut out. Just like Esau was cut out.
He's a demon, man. But we see how silent he's being when it comes to them JOOs and them man blowing up. As there was a video the other day, just 4 youths just walking along, and them man exploded them. But if we got if we had a sign with Esau in slavery, he did a whole video. That brother does the depictions of the prophecies, and he was like, look, they've got pictures of bro, pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures. Bro, the man's trying to condemn us for a picture. We're saying this is prophecy. This is what's going to happen when we depicted it. These men are pressing buttons and blowing up children, and man's just like,
There's video evidence, you know.
no condemnation.
Yeah.
He's so silent. But let a Hebrew Israelite fart in an elevator, and he there taking evidence. Oh, see, look, these guys, they're dangerous. What about them guys? Well, them man kill more children than McDonald's, blood. It's crazy out here.
Got to the point where now they want to bring BB into the fucking court, man.
Yeah.
Because they can see that he's a straight up.
Well, they
murderer.
can't bring no Hebrew Israelite into the human rights violations because we ain't killing no one. And then the woman, they I don't know if you brothers saw the video. They had and to show you they've been so used to being blatant with it. The arrogance is like they just don't care. They had the Israeli spokeswoman, and the woman from Britain confronted her. He was like, they found a pit, they found a mass grave with Palestinians in there, and many of them were tied. Their hands were tied behind their back, right? So then he said to the woman, like, how did they get like that? And she said, oh, they were terrorists. He said, okay, well, so then what are you trying to say? Like, you shot them? He goes, well, yeah, they were terrorists. Like, you don't know what they were doing before we tied their hands behind their back. And it's like, do you not realize that you just confessed to human rights violation? Because you're under the Geneva Convention, you're not allowed to kill prisoners of war. But she just, you know what I mean? She just said, oh, yeah, well, that shows you the level of arrogance, man. And the whole world's seeing it. But Volkan Malone ain't saying nothing. See no evil. But let us have done that. Let one of us have did something like that. To tied up some Edomite, yeah, and then shot him. Oh, well, you don't know what that Edomite was doing before.
There's lame excuses, bro.
He would be like, see, there, I told you, one West, the one Westers, they're dangerous. No, bro, that's why Volkan Malone don't ever come to any of the camps. Not because we're gonna put you in the physical harm, but we ain't gonna be talking about Deuteronomy 28:68. Let's talk about. We're gonna pull out video evidence and say, what do you think about this? What do you think about these guys calling themselves Jews and they're over there in the name of the old covenant, destroying and killing people? Is that all right?
Well, they did a video the other day. Those Amalekites created a new acronym, man. Wounded child, no surviving family members. So if you have one child, they'll go to a hospital and they'll be like, the child is wounded, and they'll be like, where are the parents? Dead.
But we can't say that Esau Edom is gonna go into slavery because we're the worst people on the planet, right? But that's what's in the scriptures. Anyway, carry on. Let's carry on, man.
Yep.
Definitely don't come to London because I'm just gonna stick on that point. We're not gonna talk about nothing else but that. We need to know. We need to find out what your stance is on the mass murdering, because surely that is much more pertinent than what we're doing with out here. Because we're not got no one's life in danger. What about your Christian brothers in Palestine? Don't you care about them? There's Christians in Palestine, you know that? You don't care about them? They believe in Jesus.
Thou Israel, my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend.
Right. And that's backed up in Romans 9, because he said the service of the Lord pertaineth unto the Israelites.
Yep. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish.
Yep.
Thou shalt seek them, and shalt not find them. Even them that contend with thee, they that war against thee shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught.
Because Yahweh Shai is going to blaze them. Yeah. All their militaries from China, all them, man. Yeah. Israel, the IDF's finished. IDF is a bunch of gal twerking. What kind of madness is that? They got gal in their army, blood. You got gal in your army, blood. That's a disrespect, blood. Listen, bro. What kind of man would send his daughter to war, blood? I got daughters, blood. Why the hell would you want to send your daughter to war? You're shameless, blood. That is shameless, bruh.
Where's that? Where's that in the scriptures as well?
Yeah.
Sending your woman out there to fight, blood. That is despicable behavior. Don't you think it's despicable, blood? That's like someone come to your yard like acting up and you just send your wife out there. Go handle that. I'm gonna keep this. What? You're supposed to be a man and say, listen, we're gonna handle business, like.
No point in you having an army to protect the women.
That's what we did. We left when they went into Joshua, when they went into the land to get the land, they left the women and the young ones behind.
Send them in the front line.
Man didn't say, yo, Naomi, come here, like, you know, Sarah, come, front line, rifle. What kind of madness is this, man? These youths are soft, man. Got a gal in there twerking and that. That's crazy. Good.
Verse 13, for I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Because we're defenseless, man.
That's right.
The only way we're going to live is by spiritual superpower from the heavens, man. We can't deliver ourselves, man. We need something that's way above Esau's pay grade, man.
A gun ain't going to save you. Prepping and storing food for years on end ain't going to save you, man.
Even if we had Esau's weaponry, it still ain't going to save us, man.
That's it.
How are you going to beat a man when he's supplying your own weapons? He's going to keep the good shit for himself.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well, man in Ukraine are not fearing too well.
Yeah, man, Jake got Jordans, man. Jake is not a military power in the earth.
No.
That's why no one don't listen to Jake. No one ain't kind of hear what Jake got to say in real world matters. Y'all niggas could do music and basketball. Listen, LeBron and all. Yeah, that's that. You niggas rap like Drake and Kendrick, and you drop bombs in lyrics. You talk bad in lyrics. In real life, no one ain't really concerned about you. You man can't call a meeting between Putin and Biden and make them do nothing. You ain't even given a seat at the table, man. Jake ain't got nothing. You know how much it costs to maintain a military, man? Jake ain't got that. Jake just got Jordans, man, and weaves. That's what Jake has. Weaves and Jordans.
On the point of what you were saying, man. All the money that they threw at him, and he's still complaining, still crying for more help. How much billions that they gave him already, man, and he's still. And how many millions of his soldiers are all dead now? 600 what? Saved 500,000 or something like that. Dead.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, the scripture says the Lord is delivering us from an enemy which is too strong for us, right? Because militarily we ain't got nothing, but that's fine. That's why it's faith. Because we're weakened, we're a worm in this world. All we got is our Bibles, man, and our faith. But that's more than enough. Trust me.
For the strength of our salvation, because of how mad it's going to be that despite the fucked up situation we're in, the Lord
What does the scripture say? The Lord could take the basis of men. Right now, we're the base, meaning base means the lowest. We're the lowest man there is. No one ain't looking to us for nothing that's real. Yeah, nobody concerned.
Real quick one for me.
Yeah.
It says 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
All we have is to say, look, America's going to be destroyed. That's the law. And it will be. God's power. We don't even have to have the news. It's the word of the Lord that's going to perform itself, man. Yeah.
Back in Isaiah 41, verse 15, it says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff.
That's talking about spiritual power, man.
Yep.
So the Lord's gonna have to upgrade his men, even in the time of that, like Jacob trouble and all that, because we ain't gonna be safe, man. We're gonna be defenseless. So the only way the Lord's gonna help us is either he sends the angels themselves physically down themselves, or he's gonna upgrade his men, and we'll be able to maneuver and escape certain death-defying situations, man. You know, and that's why the Spirit of the Lord is gonna lift up a standard, man. So that certain men are gonna be able to maneuver through armies or take out groups of men. You know, it says one man shall chase 100 and all of that, put 1,000 to flight. That's the kind of power we're gonna need, even in the time of Joshua and all that. That's the kind of power they get. The Lord gave them when they was getting the going into the land. He gave them spiritual power to take out them armies, man.
He had the strength. I believe they said he had the same strength as a young man, even up until he was 60.
Joshua
The
told them
same
they had
strength.
spiritual power, man, back then. They was putting men to flight, man. That's how they got into the land.
We're the ones that are going to be changed into the Most High's weapons, man. As Most High said, we are his battle axe and weapons of war. We got to be changed, man. We're not going to be in the same condition that we're in now, man. Because hey, look at us now. We couldn't fight no warfare. We're not we're not ready for that.
The Lord give you that
You know.
that spiritual upgrade.
And it's worse when we get them new body.
Yeah,
That's perfection.
Oh.
I say after 1,000 years, Magog and Gog gonna come and take us. How are they gonna take down the mortality?
We're gonna actually, the fearful thing. They even show you that, like, when a man's on that superhuman level, it's a very scary thing. That's why they show you Homelander. That's why the whole thing about Homelander made him very scary. Because in the program, he was damn near invincible. So when you got if you got a guy like that walking around on the earth, that's some scary. That's gonna be us. We're gonna be. That's why the scripture says we're not gonna fear. Cause when you got that kind of superhuman powers, when you're a god, you don't fear men. What for? What's he gonna do?
And if he still couldn't take us out in his peak, in his prime, how's he gonna come back Gog in the thousands of slavery to come do anything? You know?
So that means we're gonna sin again. But we know under the new covenant we're not gonna sin.
Isaiah 41:15. Behold, I'll make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Oh, sluck. Behold, I'll make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff.
Yahweh Shai comes, the chariots are going to be all over the world for a reason. Not only saving his people, but also decimating what's left of these man's governments and their institutions, man. Bringing them down to the ground, their military bases and all that, man. None of it's going to be left. Break up all them tanks, man. Tew, 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 tew. Good, huh?
Read the next verse.
Yep. It says, Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel.
Glory in the Heavenly Father, man, for his deliverance. You know, it's going to be glorifying his name and his son's name. It's not about us, man. We're not given the tools to do it for ourselves. It's all through faith. The Lord is going to bless us with the ability to do something
it's
about
going to
this.
happen all of a sudden too.
Yep.
The preparation we're making is faith. It ain't like we're Goku or something in the hyperbolic chamber chain. No, like it's literally when we need the power, when we need the deliverance, the Lord's going to appear. You know, the chariots are just going to turn up like, like, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean?
We're gonna give the Lord the glory. You know, it says marvel not told that don't marvel that you see the power of glory that you're David himself, when he received the power, he said he glorified the Lord. He said, "Oh, you gave me the arm, you gave me strength to fight. Yeah, gave me the arm." He didn't glorify himself.
Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
We're going to do that. And that's really what it comes down to. Esau wants to put us into his possession permanently. That's what the chip is all about. The chip is a blood pact. It's ownership. Listen, you belong to me. You bow down to me. I own you. You're my possession. But hold on, wait. No. We're the Lord's possession. Yahweh Shai already bought the elect, and he gonna come to collect his possession. So that's why the elect ain't gonna receive the mark, because the elect don't belong to Esau. And the Lord made it for us to be able to withstand him in these last days. He paid the price, as we're gonna read.
Real quick one. Philippians 3:20. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence we also look for the Savior, the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall change our vile body that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able to subdue all things unto himself.
Yeah, and that goes into when the Lord comes and we get beamed up, we're going to be given new bodies, man. Them new superhuman bodies, man. Bodies fit for the sons of God on earth. Because our thing are normal. Our thing shouldn't be normal because we're a different class of men. We're a class above other men. Now, right now, you know, we're on a low level.
Sons of God.
But
Yeah,
really,
that's what we are.
our true manifestation is something different. You're going to know when you see one of the sons of God because we're just going to be perfect specimens, man, on a different level. Genetics is the super genetics, but
also proves that body parts translated to the ship as they are. They have to be, no, they are going to be translated, but they have to be changed. We can't go up in the ships as we are. These bodies ain't fit for those mechanisms and that realm.
But these
of
bodies
those
went
ships.
for the sin too.
Yeah.
We're unclean in the state.
Impure in it. So just like Elijah was translated, they have to be translated. Right? So our bodies have to be literally changed to being put into them ships.
which
That's
is
what
what
they're gonna be
Esau's
made
trying
for.
to do with his
Yeah.
genetic alterations and
Yeah,
what they call it. What they
super
call it?
soldiers, all that.
Yeah, what they call that bullshit he be doing? Transhumanism. And that shows you Esau's weak. The Most High ain't gonna do all that. He's just gonna boop, and we're gonna be changed to super genetic straight away.
The twinkling of an eye.
In the twinkling of an eye, man. Upgrade.
Yeah.
Go on. You still got Revelation? Yeah.
Of Revelation 12 and 10, and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought
Right.
against the angel.
The dragon is talking about Esau. Esau and his military. They're gonna fight against the Lord and lose. Go on.
And what proves that as well? Reagan's speech. When Reagan made that speech, he said, "Can't we all band together, fight against the alien threat?" That's talking about the dragon, man.
Good luck.
The dragon fought and his angels, and he prevailed not, neither was their praise found any more in heaven.
What does that mean? A place found no more. That's the end of Esau's rulership, man, on earth.
Oh, no authority.
He's gonna be destroyed. His military is gonna be destroyed. And what's left for them? Just subjugation and slavery, man. They're gonna be humbled, as they should be, because these Edomites are proud. They really think that they're on some kind of level. They're gonna find out our thing is not normal. When they really see true power, man, they're gonna be like, yo, we thought we was onto something. We went onto nothing, man. They really think they're onto something. They on nothing.
They thought they were bridging gaps, man. There's a gap you
There's
can't be bridged.
levels to this, man. You know, you will never have what we have. You will never even know what power is. Your thing was minor. Yeah, true power. Our thing ain't normal, man. Trust me. When you see what the Lord turned us into, you're gonna be like, damn, the height of you. Look at you, man. You seen these devils, man. Prince Charles, the little sausage fingers, man. Prince William. This is the height of your existence, and you're not only you ugly, and the ugliest Edomites are the higher ups.
Yeah, in the world.
The posh people, they're the ugliest people, bro. You ever noticed that? Lady whatsoever her name, and she got a bag of bolts. Look at Camilla Parker Bowles. She was never good looking. What's going on? Camilla Parker Bowles, she was ugly from day one. And she looked terrible, bro. The best looking one they had was Princess Diana. And she wasn't all that. Listen, these people are finished, man. They're weak. Even in their condition, even in our lowest state, we're still physically superior to them, athletically. But we're gonna get more than this? That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Y'all never even know what it's like to be able to jump. It's mad. Hey, go on, man. You Edomites are low level, man, and you're gonna find that out. And we're gonna remind you of that in the kingdom. We're gonna make mockery of you and your little kingdom that you thought was so good. Say, look at our kingdom. You thought you had it all figured out because you had some McDonald's, man. Wow. Yeah, like some dead skyscrapers, man. We're gonna show you real technology. When the Lord unlocked the mysteries of this world to us, and you see what we're doing, It's real sci-fi. Oh shit, like we thought we had it all figured out. You gotta like chop. You gotta do all things rudimentary. When people look back at your time, it's like, yo, that what them man were on. That was some low-level stuff what they were dealing with. How primitive.
Yeah.
I wonder if people thought we were the people.
Not them.
People are gonna be shocked. The world is gonna be shocked at the level that how this could really be on. Level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. And it's just gonna look at Esau and say, rah, that he really thought he was onto something.
But this period of time is really going to be shown as an age of, like, you know, whatever the opposite of enlightenment is, man.
Ignorance,
It's gonna be, that's
arrogance. It's the age
You know?
of arrogance and ignorance, man. And you're gonna see our kingdom rising, and then you're gonna see how glorious it is, and then we're just gonna get rid of it.
So,
You're not gonna even get to live under that banner. It's gonna be just destroyed out of it, cast out of Eden. I done, which is painful, and that's why Cain said, "My punishment is worse than I can bear," because at least these other nations are gonna live in Idan. You ain't gonna live in Idan.
so,
You're gonna be like, you know, when the club's popping. And there's a little glass window, and man's in there like, yo, getting turned up, and you just outside, man. You forgot your ID.
yeah.
You forgot your ID, so niggas left you outside. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is in there with the, you know, with the women and shit. Music's popping, JD and Coke all over the place. You just outside cold. Oh, man, that's gonna be you, so man, on the outside. Going up.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil.
That old serpent called the devil. That's talking about Esau. Esau is that old serpent. Esau is the devil. It's a physical man. It's not a spiritual thing. It's the man himself. You Edomites, you're the old serpent. You're that devil. You're a liar. Everyone can see you're a liar. The whole world can see that you just lie, and you're the ultimate propagandist. What ain't you lied about? Your whole world is fabrication of lies. Everything's a cover-up. Everything's a scandal. You guys are so demonic. There's a whole movement called the Truther Movement because of you. That's why there needs to be truthers. Because who's lying? It's you. This guy been lying, like, and then these JOOs are now the whole world is just seeing they're the chief liars. They just make shit up. Oh, 40 babies beheaded. Like, huh? Oh, well, you know, no, we don't have evidence, but, huh? So you just lied then. Boris Johnson, liar. You're just lying, man. All you do is lie.
Now even people saying they bring them to court to understand.
And then the worst thing about it is you man took lying to a degree that now it's just a lie that everyone can see, and you're forcing man to, when you're telling a man, listen, that's a man, brother, that's person has a vagina, brother, that's a woman. No, that's a man. Do you know how much that's a madness? Because you're trying to enforce a lie as the truth. But it's a lie that is so obvious. It's not debatable, but you're still trying to force someone to accept it as truth. That's the worst type of devil you could ever have. How many fingers am I holding up? That's that 1984 type devil stuff. Man can see you got 4 fingers, but you're telling her it's 5, and you have to accept that it's 5. What? Only a devil would do that. The whole world already knew what a woman and a man was. Now you come retroactively after 6,000 years of human existence, and now you want to redefine what a man and a woman is? And you telling me that's not the devil? That's not a deceiver? Then you put all kind of money and research how to help them to look like it. Whereas there's actual people with real illnesses you could have put the money and the research into to help people. You've put money, you actually sat there and invested time how to make a fake vagina. What the fuck you need a fake vagina for? We got real vaginas that work.
That's it.
Why would you take a man's penis and turn it into a vagina and vice versa? Why would you waste time? Meanwhile, they can't cure cancer.
Yeah.
They can't figure it out. They can't figure it out, but they got time to be doing that. Was that necessary?
Diabetes, these other ones are higher than this death. if we prove it.
Heart disease.
You want to give a man pussy lips? What the fuck is going on out here? What the fuck?
Proverbs 12th chapter, the 19th verse.
Great.
The lip of truth shall be established. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment.
That's what you see. Esau's lies were for a moment, but now they're all crumbling. Even the lie that he has changed, that the lie is that yes, we were wicked and demonic, but we are now upright. There's checks and balances, and oh yeah, that colonial period, yeah, we did some bad shit, but now we have laws, we have human rights, and all these different things.
We're equal now.
And then the whole world's like, yeah, but what's happening over there in Israel? All of a sudden, so the world's realizing that, hold on, you ain't changed. What you're witnessing happening over there in Gaza is what happened with the Native American Indians. It's the same thing. Just replace the word terrorist with savage, and it's the same thing happening. Oh, we're stealing and taking these people's land, and if they fight back against us, they're savages, which will justify us to even more kill them. When you look up the whole Wounded Knee massacre, the reason that massacre happened was because they were still butthurt because they lost a battle against the Indians a year previously. Well, hold on. Why were they battling against the Indians in the first place? Because they were stealing their land. So they had a right to defend themselves. But then you turned around and did the massacre at Wounded Knee. And you call them savages and you took their land. That's the same exact thing happening. And everyone's going back and making, like for instance, the Nat Turner thing. They talk about October 7th. What's his name? What's that JOO that's always onto them, man? The skinny one. Finkelstein.
Yeah.
He said, you know how he talks? Well, actually, I had to read in the history
He must
about...
have the strongest side.
That guy's funny,
He's
man.
of an age now. He must have the strongest side.
You gotta fast forward when he talks, man. But he was going up. He said, look, I had to ask you a question regarding October 7th. When you read of the history of Nat Turner, they did vile things, Nat Turner and his men. They killed women and children, which is true. They killed Nat Turner and his man them. When they got turned up, yeah, they weren't just, no. Any Edomites they ran across, yeah, they was dealing with their wicked stuff. The youths as well, they killed. Now the question is up there, what has to be posed is, what Nat Turner did right or wrong? Now in retroactive history, most Edomites will say, yeah, well, Nat Turner, he was fighting for his freedom. Oh, so if you're saying what Nat Turner did was correct, what happened on October 7th? But you see, you're the same people that were back there that would have called Nat Turner a savage for defending himself. So it's the same people all over again doing the same things. And the world is waking up to the lie that has been told that Esau has changed, that he turned another leaf and it's a new world now and it's all about righteousness. No, it's not. You're the same old devil blowing people up and killing people for money, for land and power and lying about it.
So ill-gotten gain. That's why Habakkuk 2 says the shameful spoon shall be upon thy glory. Everything they've gained in society is all by ill-gotten gains. You have stolen, you have murdered to get it, pillaged villages and people to get it. Like the whole situation with the Rwanda thing going on right now. They want to ship people back to Rwanda, but they're forgetting what happened to Rwanda back then, when the hotel Rwanda situation, when it was bodying people out there, leaving people for dead. Villages of people like you used to talk about how they was driving over dead bodies and shit. That's Esau, man. Esau done that.
His hand in that.
No one else. Esau done that shit, man.
He's the one that put them people together. They weren't even together before. The Tutsis and the Hutus. They were separate tribes.
He's the ultimate criminal of the earth, man. You can go back to even slavery, Leopold, all these guys, man. Like, these guys are the real criminals.
And everyone's
of the
making
earth.
the connections.
Yeah.
The whole world is making even their own people. Hold on, like this is the same thing that's been happening over and over again.
Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, For light as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
That's what it is. Don't trust this man because he hasn't changed. That's why we tell you, man, listen, all you man that, oh, I'm Trump supporter or I'm Biden supporter, you're fools. Don't support none of these Edomites because they haven't changed. They eat the same. They have taught their children the same system. That's why when you're looking at these guys, William, they got good PR. The royal family in the UK have had excellent PR to actually make themselves look like they're different to their predecessors. Oh yeah, we're just royal, and we drink tea, and you know what I mean. And oh look at me, I'm standing next to a footballer. I'm at a football game. I'm just like you. I'm in a pub. It's all PR to make them look like normal people, but the reality is they're raised in a super white supremacist fashion. That is passed down from generation to generation. You are superior to these people, and this is how you rule them. And they are nothing to you. They're all eugenicists. That is their religion, the religion of eugenics, and they're all witches and warlocks, which is another thing they pass on to each other generation to generation. There was never no disconnect where one generation decided we're not going to be like our fathers. No, they're raised. The Rothschilds generation to generation, they raised their sons in their ways. So nothing's changed from them. The only thing that changes is the nuances of how they apply their devilry. But the goal is always the same: to subjugate, to subdue, to steal, to murder, and everything which is of sin.
This is the book of Jeremiah, the 13th chapter, 23rd verse. And it reads, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to evil.
Esau's accustomed to do evil. And like I said, this whole thing over there proves it, because the majority of the world can see what's happening is wrong. And these European powers are dancing around it. They're tiptoeing around there. Well, man will blame the arts, man. Is it a war crime? Well, and they start tiptoeing and dancing around it when the whole world can see, yeah, that's a war crime.
When it's not to do with them, it's a straight yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, not beating around the bush.
Yes. That was the worst heinous crime in human history.
Which it came out that most of those people were killed by the IDF.
The project, what is it? Hannibal Sutton. Hannibal Collector, but basically it was, I forget what, I'll look it up. Yeah.
They were the ones with the tank shooting at them and blowing them up. It's a joke, man.
Never changed. You're the ultimate devil. And it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass, because those missiles are gonna be directed at your empire. America especially, and Israel.
And the fact those missiles exist is proof of your devil.
Yeah.
Because no self-respecting people that claim to be righteous would invent weapons of such destructive capability, would they?
Yeah.
But vocab talking about how much they believe in love. Would a person that believes in love design a weapon of such disastrous implications?
Oppenheimer made that first atomic bomb. He said he was crying with like tears of joy. Like he was crying tears of joy when he created the atomic bombs, man. And he's made that speech, that Hindu priest speech.
Become deaf.
World, become deaf. So them devils are always glorified in massacring people, man. They're just destructive people. That's why they're called sons of perdition, man.
The red horse was given a great sword to take peace from the earth.
Kill one another. No?
Let's finish this off,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah.
Psalms 140 says they continually they gather together for war.
Yeah, they're always at war.
Surah 12:11 says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, you Jake, fall for these Edomites that, they're allies and they care about you. And all they do is try and basically cause Jake to be in this victim mindset, yeah? Yeah, we're on your side. That's racist. Well, these devils ain't with you, man. They're not with you. The Biden and all these things, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black and all this foolishness, man. But he's the one that bring up the crime bill that had you, man, put most of your fathers in jail forever.
It's the same old tactic, divide and conquer, man. You got you Jake falling over each other, man, not knowing what the fuck's going on. Same with the rest of the country, to be fair.
And now they
We've
want
got
to
proof the
they want to
Bible.
vote for Trump as if Trump cares about it.
The same thing. He said it in the same article. As soon as he gets into that office, dictatorship, man. You're gonna be like the new Hitler, man. You're gonna move on you tribes, man. You're gonna find out about Trump, man. How much he likes you so-called blacks and Hispanic tribes, man. He's gonna show you, man. He's gonna reveal them horns.
Part 5.
Yeah,
That were in
he
that
was
park
back.
with
Yeah,
the
he
that
wanted
white
to.
woman.
Yep.
He was gonna execute them niggas, man. They didn't even
And it
commit
wasn't
a
even
crime.
them. It wasn't even them.
Bitch was hiding, man.
Yeah.
It was another guy.
Yeah.
Some other dude, man. And then he confessed to it, sign, didn't he? The
And
guy.
he still didn't get fucking.
Now they let him out.
Yeah.
He confessed to it after that. Actually, yeah, it was me that done it. But the man, one of them was a youth, and he'd been in jail for time. He went into jail
Well, he was
as a
getting raped up
yeah,
and all that
man, and he
all
was because he was a youth.
that. Raped up and all that.
Anyway, go on now.
So the quick one on the Hannibal Directive. This is the Hannibal Directive, a Middle East Monitor, somewhere in the article. It says the Hannibal Directive, which the IDF denies ever existed, says that better a dead civilian hostage or soldier than taken alive, because in the latter case, getting that person back will be very expensive once hostilities end and negotiations start. In practice, this means that Israeli forces have the all clear to kill their own people if they believe they are going to be taken alive by the other side.
And they showed that they don't actually care about them. Listen, it's very simple. If they wanted to get those hostages back, they hold thousands of Palestinians in prison with no charge. They just got youths and everything in prison. It was very simple to negotiate. Okay, you give us back those hostages and we'll release.
Yeah.
It's a prison
Swap,
exchange. They started dropping bombs on where the hostages are. So it's like, how are you trying to save your people by dropping bombs when you know they're there?
I'm giving F, man.
That don't make no sense. Which movie do you see where they got, say like the bank guys have got hostages in the bank, yeah? And the police are like, yeah, we care about the hostages, and they just start dropping a bomb on the bank. Yeah, we're gonna drop the bomb on the bank to get the hostages back. You don't do that, bro. Even in a game, you know when you used to go into you play one of them games, you accidentally shoot one of the
game
hostages,
over.
it's game over, man. It's like the whole point was to get the hostages back. Idiots, man. These dudes are devils. But Esau don't care about Esau, and they're showing you that. They don't care about the average everyday. You think Netanyahu cares about the average everyday so-called Jew? Hell no. What, you think he's King David? He don't care about his people. Ruthless.
It's from Psalms 58, verse 2. Oh, across the top. Do ye indeed speak righteous, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Yeah, so Esau is an habitual liar, man. As soon as they be born speaking lies, man.
And that's vocab. That's why it's pointless debating with vocab, right? Because we've proven so much out of the scriptures. And no matter what we do, he will never address that you've been disproved. He will just carry on with his rhetoric because he doesn't actually care about the truth. He doesn't. He has his agenda that he wants to push. So it doesn't matter what you prove to him in the scriptures. You could bring out 89 scriptures and prove your point conclusively. And he would just, I didn't even hear none of that. That's what he does. He's never once said, you know what, you guys are right on that.
No, he never.
We're wrong on everything.
We're wrong on everything. We're just wrong. No, that's why it's pointless debating with a devil. If you do it not for his sake, but for the sake of others. Because he himself, he ain't gonna admit nothing. It hurts too much.
Deaf adder.
He's a deaf adder. These Edomites are not gonna hear. They have their agenda, just like on the elite level. They have their agenda, and you can't. The thing about a psychopath, right? You can't plead with a psychopath. They actually enjoy it more. Psychopaths don't feel your pain. They don't empathize with you. All that, but you can't beg a psychopathic individual. It doesn't work. If they want what you have and they're gonna kill you for it, there's no point begging and trying to reason with them. They can't be reasoned with, which is why Yahweh Shai ain't coming to reason. Oh yeah, Esau, man, hold on, tell you we're gonna talk this and we're gonna reason and you're gonna give this land back and da. Nah, the Lord's coming. Those are gonna come and no talking. You know what I mean? Rah! That's the spirit you gotta come with Esau, man. Because Esau can't be reasoned with.
The book of Ecclesiasticus 14 and 5, starting from 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
Hell, they were committing massacres against their own people in the West and blaming it on the natives. They were doing that too. Man would find gold, and then one of the Rothschilds would hear about it. They'll send in their private army to slaughter the town to get control of the town, and then say, "Yeah, it was the natives that did it." These are devils, man. False flag. You think false flags is something new? They've been doing that. They shooting up their own people with deceiting. I don't care.
Boy kills God. That's what I'm saying. The big just going around killing. Usually pick 12 people every year. They call it the culling. But they call the people the rat. They call the boy in rats. Yeah. So these people are rats to us. And that's how the elites think, man. They think very little of the people below them, man. Or they're really scuts like scum of the earth type skullduggery, man. These Edomites, man, they're sick people.
And the world reflects that. And that's the worst thing about it. The condition of the world reflects that it's ruled by people who have that mindset. Meanwhile, they're promoting that they're the opposite. They care about the poor. They've been having a war on poverty since I remember, and still nothing can be done about it. But they're the one that's running the corporations. They're the ones that, they're the ones that's causing the poverty. But apparently, they can have a round table every year. We're gonna the G8. We get together and we're gonna have a war on poverty. Man, give me, man, don't make me laugh. You know? Hey, what my man said? If the milk's sour, I ain't the type of pussy to drink it.
Money, and then not one thing is better off.
It's right 10 and 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the rule of the sea is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Corrupt, selfish individuals that seek only their own personal gain at the expense of any and everyone. They don't care. And that is the root of it. That is Esau's the original nigga, man. He don't give a damn who destroy the environment. He don't care. Do whatever it takes to get that paper, to get that power, to set his nest on high. Don't care. He done been showed you that's his nature. And that's why he's planning to depopulate, like the brother said, right? And ship everyone. What, is that for the world's good? No, it's for him, so that he can better control people and do what he wants to do in the earth. It's not for the good of the people. What the people need is food, shelter, and things. They got even now the technology to do. They're the ones manipulating the economy to make it hard for people to come up out of the working class and up out of the middle classes. They're the ones doing that.
He's restricting all these things just so he can ship you.
Yeah,
That's what he's going to offer you. He's never going to pay up.
Esau has the power. Look, that same system he's using to promote toxic ideologies into the mind of the people, that could be worked the other way around. Yeah. The same way they could make an industry plant, and then have that person promoting toxicity, is the same way they could have plant someone and push someone that's promoting positivity. They could do that. It's in their power. They choose not to do that. They choose not to do that. They choose to subvert and destroy sexy reds and all this kind of stuff. They're choosing to do that.
It's like the forefather came.
Yep.
When it was given the sacrifices, he could have just gave a righteous sacrifice like his brother Abel, but he chose to do the wrong thing. He chose evil because he's a demon. So he got his punishment, man. And he murdered his brother in cold blood.
He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
That's Cain right there. That goes trickles down to Esau, Edom, and came back in the reincarnation as the seed of Cain, man. You know, that evil, that wicked one. Tells you that in John the 3rd chapter. He's of that evil, that wicked one, man. It's that same spirit Like in Revelations, Revelation, the same spirit, man. It's reincarnated.
They had their own Edomite in Vietnam too, with the Agent Orange.
No, depleted uranium. Yeah.
That was their own people. And they knew that using those weapons not only destroyed the environment and the enemy, but even the guys firing them. They didn't give a fuck.
So they claim ignorance. So we know it's if you didn't know how they put the effects, you wouldn't have deployed it in the first place. You knew what effect, that's why you deployed it.
Fucking uranium, bro.
Or that's the occasion where we're going to experiment now with this. We're going to see what it's going to do. Just because you want to see what happens, man. Yeah, it's a big one. We wanted to use it. We wanted to see what happened. we saw it.
We're going to see what happens.
Man, I did it twice. I was like, the first one was inconclusive. That's really good.
Yeah, bro. The wicked is snared by the work of their own hands. It's going to come back on you.
Right.
You shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envies himself, and this is the recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last
He's always got an ulterior motive, man.
He's always going to gain more than what he gives. You know?
What the 9/11 thing happened, the whole of that President Bush book, and he was holding the book upside down, trying to pretend to read it while the whole 9/11 shit was going on. Then he acted like he was doctor, like he had no idea what was going on.
They're coming, oh yeah, look at the World Bank. Oh yeah, the World Bank, we're trying to help. No, they're not. They're getting people into slavery, man. Or they do some charity tricks. Everybody knows about charity tricks. You get people behind you by giving them a little bit of charity so that they could trust you, so you can fuck them over in the end. Charity tricks. That's what Esau does. Charity tricks. Oh, see, look, we're trying to help. No, we care. No, don't trust that dude. There's always an ulterior motive coming out, man. You'll get more. They might even put reparations bonus on that chips. Extra ration. Oh, hold on. That was the whole thing with the seating. Oh, yeah, well, historically, we've been effing over these black people, so you could come get it first. Yo! Esau's the devil.
Yeah, Sadiq, yeah. True. That's it.
They could bring the NBA in that. He's not the first he wants to bring WrestleMania because they've had WWE events in the UK already. There's a big event. Yeah, just make some peas up in there.
Good.
Them slaves, they keep wrestling until they die. They're always turning up making a guest appearance. Look at Ric Flair. Woo! The guy was like 89, bro. So, woo!
and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
And that's, hey, you know what's great? That's really gonna happen when Esau goes for broke, man, with the MOTB, and you're gonna really find out how ruthless Esau really can be, especially in them ghettos, man, because they don't really want you niggas anyway. To be honest, niggas be lucky to get a chip. It's gonna start killing you niggas. What the fuck you gonna do with a bunch of chip niggas in the ghetto anyway? Just kill them niggas. Yeah, what you gonna do with that? Esau's just gonna send in someone to cleanse that area, man. What the fuck you gonna chip them niggas? Niggas is wild. Niggas got purple mohawks and all sorts, man. Just get rid of them niggas. You gotta find out. That's why it says in Revelation 12 and 12, the devil shall come down on you with great wrath, knowing that you have but a short time. You're gonna find out how ruthless Esau really is, for real. All that human rights thing and the what they call it, the Bill of Rights and my my First Amendment.
All that's going to be suspended.
Bullshit, man.
You know, martial law, all has to be suspended. You don't have no rights.
Well, how do we know it's bullshit? Because it's the so-called Jews. Who made the, listen, Who set up the Geneva system? It wasn't Moab. It's Esau. Them Edomites made the human right. Yeah, we're righteous. So your human rights and rules of listen. Them man have been breaking. Yeah, that's a war. I've seen video. This is years back. They got the Israeli spokeswoman. They're watching on the video them using white phosphorus on people and burning people. And they asked her point blank, and she was like, "I can't confirm." Man, showing her the video. They've been doing war crimes. Well, according to Esau, it's
Yeah, this
Esau.
is bullshit, though, isn't it? It's bullshit, though, isn't it? It's all bullshit.
So he make law and break law.
You can't do something, but I can do something. You
So,
know,
so that just proves that he
you
has
can't
no
have
integrity.
nukes, but I can have nukes.
So that shows he got no integrity. So when he's telling you about human rights, well, there's actual proof that he doesn't really care about human rights violations or war crimes. Because if them man can do it, well, who's to say Biden can't do it? Who's to say Trump can't do it?
Justify
It's just, you know what I mean? Yeah, like if they're on the same team, they're showing you they have no integrity. They'll do whatever they feel like doing. And then the United States abstained from the vote. The abstaining was another way of saying, hey, we know we can't justify it, but we don't want to condemn it. So we're just going to abstain from the vote. What kind of, and that's meant to be the great America that's supposed to police the world. Someone does something wrong, and because you don't want to condemn them, you just don't say nothing. What kind of judge is that? Abstaining. That's a...
Yeah. Oh yeah, because scriptures talk about being partial when you're judging, right? If you like a guy but he's done wickedness, you got to judge him.
Which is another way of saying, yeah, we know they did wrong, but we don't want to be the one. We don't want to say they did wrong. And this is the world that people is corrupt, man. That's wicked. Imagine that.
Psalm 73, I'll start from verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth about them as a chain, compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment.
Because no one can humble Esau, man. No one can stop Esau. So he's gonna do what he wants to do. Yeah. You know, but that humbling is coming soon, man.
Oh, that's in the Surah. It said, "Who shall control me for my works?" And that's how they roll it. Like, listen, if we commit war crimes, who the fuck gonna come on? You gonna tell us what? You gonna do something about it? And that's the pride that's deceived them. But that's all right, man, because the Lord is gonna control them for their works and completely punish them in a manner that's gonna be brutal.
It's in the scriptures. I mean, they hold themselves not guilty as scripture. But according to the scriptures, you are guilty. The guilty is charged. But when the Lord comes, there's no escape, man. The Lord gonna drop the gavel on these devils, man. Drop the gavel. Verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than hearts could wish.
Yeah, these elites, man, are super duper rich. Super duper rich. They're rich beyond necessity.
Yeah.
Bro, these men have got dumb money. And the world's got money problems because of them.
Cycling all the money, yeah.
Small group as well. They call themselves the 1%.
And now Amazon, all this, it's a new feudal system. It's a new, you know what I'm saying? They could taking over everything. And then, you know, we broke down before how they actually don't even pay employees no more.
Bro, you
The
see the
system
video,
is
they've got robots there, man.
Yeah. So even more of the profits just go into them.
Yeah,
because they're not having to pay, like at least with the old industries, they have to pay workers. Now they don't have to pay no workers, man.
Last year, something.
Yeah.
And then when you see the video, it's just robots doing all the work, man. I used to do that work, man. Lifting up shells, filling up. You just see robots doing this shit.
This story's not made for you. It ain't made for people. No. It's made for the elite. It's only about the elite. Because they haven't got a place for you in this world.
Yeah.
All you are is to be like a well, you are a serf, but you're just there to literally leech off anything that you do. And if you surpass the requirements, guess what? Hey, you don't have to be around no more. They wouldn't want to depopulate the earth anyway.
The rent is up.
Yeah.
You know? The energy costs up.
Yeah.
The energy. Listen, things could be cheap for people because there's plenty of source energy in the earth. There's plenty of oil. There's plenty of coal. They purposely reducing it so that people have to pay
They have
more
to
for their
suffer.
gas and electricity, but it puts their costs up, man.
And then what you call it's like got to pay the insurance that's gone up. Got to pay. And the thing is, you have to pay the insurance. You got a car, you have to. You can't get around it. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So I forget the intricacies of it, but it's like when in business and especially in America, it's all about increasing shareholder value. So it's like as long as it increases the shareholder value, that's what we're gonna do. Yep.
But that's why they cut all the industries out of America.
Yep.
And that's what started gutting America. Because those industries were like the lifeblood of the
Yeah.
average man in America. So when you ship all those industries over to Mexico and over to China, what do you replace it with? That's why man are on TikTok trying to do something. Yeah. Now the only thing man can do is go and try and be an influencer. A bitch gotta go on OnlyFans, blood. Basically turn to prostitution.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, who's gonna pay your rent? It's the truth. Because if you can't find nothing to do, you can't get nothing to, you know. Esau, man, Esau is a demon, and then so he's created that problem to turn around and say, okay, you're gonna live on our dime now, and that's really what it's gonna come down to. You're gonna live at our discretion. That's why lucky. That's why man's talking about the universal credit. And that guy, they were in on it. That's why Elon Musk was. Oh, I'm warning people. No, bro, you're part of it. You and your little automatic cars and all that. You're part of a system that is reducing the need for labor. So then, if there's no need for labor, then the people that exist will only exist at the discretion of the system.
Yep.
The system is saying, well, really, there's no use for you being here, but we will give you this in order to get that, to be alive. You live on our fucking our terms, which is what benefits it.
Yep.
So the more you're making people redundant, then people have to come to you like, well, please, you know what I mean? There's no for me to eat. I'll take this to the fuck whatever we tell you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how it went down in Egypt in the famine, man. You
Mm.
know, they gave over everything and then themselves over to Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh, he moved them around, he put them in different cities or wherever he pleased with them. He just, it was up to him.
That's what Esau wants, man. Because the AI and that is taking over everything, man.
Yeah.
Even a lot of skilled jobs.
Mhm.
Like like even surgeons, it ain't gonna be long where you can't even be a surgeon. Because they're gonna have the robots doing the surgery.
Yeah. And I think so I believe it was in an algorithm he was doing with the elder about how basically what he's doing now is having people interact with it. Like for instance, I see it at work where all the devs are like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna use it." It's like, dude, you're training it. You're telling it the errors. You know. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And that's only a devil will come up with a system like that. That's not the system the Most High set up. Of course not. Psalm 73 and 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. Yeah, that's why they get together and they grandstand and talk about depopulation and how they're gonna do this and that. It's gonna help the planet. Yeah. Like you got most people thinking that there's too many people on the earth. Esau spread that fortune. You know how big the earth is? On the earth. That's madness, man. The earth, especially apply the technology, but there's plenty of food that can be grown.
Mhm.
For a while, actually, America was producing surplus wheat, and they were basically having to get rid of it to keep the price from dropping down to nothing. Listen, they've been manipulating this whole situation for a long time. They've been manipulating the situation for a long time, causing problems. The earth is massive, and people don't realize that. Like the Amazon forest, they lied and said it's all being chopped down. That was another lie.
Right.
Bro, you can't chop that. Bro, do you know how fucking fast the Amazon forest is? You think you could chop that down? You can't chop that down. That was all lies, so they could turn around and grab up land and reduce you. Okay, so that means you need to stop doing this and you need to stop doing that. Bro, there's plenty of everything on the earth. Nothing ain't running out. So even.
Isaiah 26 verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. Right? Esau's been given the earth, man. right? But instead of doing the right thing, what does he do? He does what the wicked do, because he's the wicked, right? He
Good.
just does
They
wickedness.
just created that state, and it's already corrupt. Man's prime minister needs to go jail. They had a chance to create a whole new state, like, didn't they? You think they would have done it the right way? Now the thing's corrupt. People protesting. You know what I mean? Like, they can't even get that right. Man's a criminal. His wife's a criminal. That's crazy.
In the land of uprightness, he will deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Right? So all he's going to do is do unjustly. He's not doing it for the people about him, man. Okay, what he can get at, because he wants the birthright and some. He don't want to give no one nothing. He don't have no one to have no inheritance, man. He wants everything, man. You know, but it simply doesn't belong to him. None of it does.
So of Psalms 10 and from 5, from 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Most High.
Yeah, they don't listen. These Esau don't care about. And in a way, you know what, man? There is no other way for Esau to be, because the Most High is seeking for him, and that's why this man is a dangerous man, because he really ain't got nowhere to go. He can't be righteous, because let's say I'm an Edomite. Okay, cool. I want to be righteous. Let me pick up the Bible. Wait, hold on. So there's no way for an Edomite to be righteous. He's locked into wickedness, because there ain't no way around it. Like, even the heathen can say, well, you know, it's kind of fucked up, but there's something there for me. Well, there ain't nothing in here for Esau. And that's why he's totally against the Most High. He was set up to be that guy, like, you know. And then you want to follow him, don't follow him. He ain't got nowhere to go. He's finished. You just got to let that guy bleed out.
Yeah.
He don't follow after the Most High. He don't care about anything the Most High. He wants to be the Most High himself. He wants to redefine everything, genetically modify everything. He want to decide what your identity is, what this is, what that is. He's a madman. Man, the whole man pussy. Like, who wants that, man?
He's out here trying to defy fate.
Yeah, but you can't. You're going down that Harari. The perfect is that Harari guy. What's his name? Yuval Harari, man. That is the elite. He's a prophet. He's a prophet of the elites.
I know how someone talks so proudly before, but it's mad.
But that's how these Edomites are, man. They're gassed up, man, with extreme levels of arrogance, man. But when Yahweh Shai comes, man, that arrogance is gonna be depleted. They're gonna get sat on their ass, man.
He's going to say, Most High is not in all his fault. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
And see, that's where they're going wrong. Because like I said, when Yahweh Shai comes, that's a wrap. That same very day, they're finished.
It's done.
It's done. It's over. Kingdom's wrapped up. That it.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud.
There goes that deceit again, that old serpent, that devil. Deceit and fraud. False events, fabricated events, celebrities that are falsifying. Like this whole Drake, Kendrick. That's all up for them man to go against each other. All them celebrities are part of a big play.
Bread and circuses, isn't it?
You know what I mean? They set up these things to influence and destroy the minds of the people, man. The whole Will and Jada thing, just destroying the idea of marriage before the eyes of the people, man.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
So skyrocketed after that situation.
Well, there's a reason these celebrities are constantly getting together and not being together. It's all set up. This Pete Davidson guy, what you telling me he drew all them gal that he's got? You think he chirps Kim Kardashian? How does it make most women don't get with random dudes? They have a type that they get with. So how has she gone from Blake Griffin to Kanye to fucking Pete Davidson?
Sons of God to Amalekite. Paid for, yeah.
It's their industry, what they get passed
They
around.
get passed around, but that toxic atmosphere, if the people are all into it, it's destroying the people because you really what you're supposed to see is the right way, and that's supposed to be your vibration. But you're constantly in what toxicity,
And they idolize people.
and they idolize them. So then the people start behaving like them. It's all negativity with these people. Like, isn't it? No toxic, negative foolishness, man. And if that's all you're pumping into your brain,
Basically showing glass.
That's what the version when
Yeah. Yep. That's it. Yeah.
when all that 20 versus 1, that's all set up social engineering. It's all social engineering, man. When you see something like that, it's all set up, man. But Esau's the one behind it. He's a fraud.
To the mic up.
that he will push like the biggest Nike songs were all about. You got a man at home, but come outside. I know I got a man, but I'm still willing to let you have something like all of that.
These songs are coming out just so. No, these men are being told what to write. They're being told what they can release and what they can't release. Like even I was watching the other day, because you look at the weigh-in, is it the weigh-ins, isn't it?
Yeah.
But them man are extremely talented. And when you're a talented individual, a man can come and tell you. That's why you have something called a producer. The producer can come and tell you, okay, this is what I'm looking for, and you can do it. Now, them men are so talented, but so why were they making a film about dressing up as white women? That film is gay.
Yeah.
You tell me that they're so talented, there couldn't be another premise that they could have made, another movie that would have been funny. No, that's what they wanted. They wanted that because once you've made transgenderism into comedy, you've normalized it.
Yeah.
That's basically what it. Big Mama's House.
With the white man. Oh yeah.
White chicks. It's the way of right. That's not an accident. Those scripts were made on purpose. It's social engineering, man. But people think it's happening organically. It's not organic at all.
Even though the man was done that out of nowhere,
Yeah.
when they were advertising that shit, like he was supposed to be the macho representation of.
And then they destroyed him.
And then,
They destroyed his ass. Anyway, let's keep going. What we got? Have you got more on that?
I got some.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, man. So much of what people are consuming is all by design, man, to destroy the minds of the people. So much of it is just designed specifically for that. Orchestrated events to subvert the minds of the youth.
That's part of that strong drink.
You know, even down to a lot of these fucking podcasts, man. Most of these podcasts that are popular, they're not. You will never see them get someone that's actually functional and say, "Look at this person. Look at what they're doing." No, they'll always get dysfunctional people and point to that. But all you're doing is spreading the toxic. Like, remember Black Chat? What was that all about?
Backchat London.
That Black Chat London crap.
That's
What is that? That shit is degeneracy on show. Just get a bunch of degenerate Negroes and Negresses and have them talking about dumb topics.
Yeah. If I can say, one of the things as well now, the YouTubers, he can choose that in the back of the studio, right? The crew, because that's certain get likes that don't pop. That's because they made the algorithm, like we all speak about, shadow ban, right? You know, it's like, when your my channel's been shadow banned. Like I've seen it, it's like he's like, nah, that ain't nothing's happening there. But then other nonsense like a KSI or a Folly, yeah, just put it on the home page.
Like this guy Kaiser and
Yep.
all that. It's just toxic foolishness that they're doing on their streams, man.
So when you get strikes, right, they'll tell you, oh, you lost premium features to the thing. right? But then someone tell you, man, is that you don't get all the features back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna say shadow ban, you're not getting traction no more because they're not pushing.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Those algorithms are going out no more.
Yep.
You might get the few, but you're not getting enough life you get before. Why?
Yep.
He's only gone for a week.
That's it. That's it. That's it. You're like Mace. Yeah. Yeah.
It's all just fraud. Man. He just in the lacking presence of the village, in the secret presence, does he murder the innocent? His eyes are privately set against the poor. He lies in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor when he draws him into his net. And that's all the society is, man. To persecute the poor, the people, man, and put them in traps, man.
Well, the ultimate tough is coming up soon, man.
But our society is supposed to be to help the poor, not be poor. A real society. If you got a real economy in a real society, it's in your interest for no one to really be poor, not that poor.
Yeah.
The sports,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Elevates everything. But ESOL system is about having that underbelly, that underclass permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's always take these things with a pinch of salt, but that's why they say over there in Moab land that they've eradicated extreme poverty, right? And they were able to do that in such and such a time, and then with them points the mirror back at Esau. It's like, okay, so if they can claim they've done it, why can't you? And you've been in rulership for 400 years.
Proper system of lending without usury and all these things. You follow the way the system is. We have ways of getting man's out of poverty. Man could put himself into slavery, then when he leaves, you give him liberally. So
Jubilee.
there's ways. All these things are set up for a reason. Yeah? Good, man.
This
Oh, the way Hebrew Israelites teach the Bible.
Job 20 and 15. 20 and 15. He has swallowed down riches and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of ash, and the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Right, that's talking about the good things of this world. That's going to be taken away. Like right now, especially beginning with the elites, but it's not just the elites. When you really break it down, the people who are really enjoying and really traveling throughout the earth, yeah, and seeing all these things are Edomites. Yeah? This is a fact. Like you could go on any let's say you get them big Caribbean cruises. What you really see on there are middle-aged, so-called, because they're the ones that's got the 11 grand it costs to go on that cruise. It's not.
You might see the talk from black couple.
Yeah.
You get one.
That's what I'm saying. Every time you go, it's one group, one couple, whatever.
Which is why most places that are like that, they cater towards those people.
Yeah.
Brothers, it's the food. That's what brothers
That's why
complain.
it's shit.
You go to a place, the man, you go them running ass eggs, all kind of thing. That's how the Edomites like it.
Yeah.
The entertainment's geared towards them. Because the reality of the situation is, world tourism is really Edomites, man. That's why Americans are everywhere. And they act so obnoxious, man. It's unbelievable. Oh my God, there's a pigeon. Guys, they got pigeons over here. So what you doing?
I meant to watch that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Who do you know, right? Oh, I'm gonna take a year off before college to travel the world. It's them Edomites, man. I ain't never heard of a nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm going from sea. And your parents pay for it.
Yeah.
This is a fact. There's Edomites out there that their parents have got the bread to send them traveling the world for a year before they go to university, college. Real life. I remember one time I was on the phone to one Edomite, and he just bought his daughter because the Fiat 500 is the go-to
Yeah.
for the
It's
Edomite.
Fiat 500 Twitter. No, they memed it Fiat 500 Twitter, innit? You know, got Black Twitter and Fiat 500 Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
imagine now, the Fiat 500 still costs.
yeah,
It's not cheap, but it's
yeah,
only it's a good little car to give.
yeah.
I remember that when I was doing insurance, the guy called up. These dudes ain't never angry. Yeah. I put the details in, and I think it came up to like 300 and something a month for the insurance on the car. So he just bought the brand new car. He's getting top level premium insurance, yeah. And it's like 300. He's just like, oh yeah, she's costing me money. Yeah, just this year, I also got to pay for her to travel the world when she goes to I'm not thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, you think, what JQ know?
I can't.
What JQ
Bro,
know?
Can't.
I have to go hop on first, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
With the assets and upwards, they got the peas like that. Not all Edomites. Obviously, the man from Canning Town ain't doing it like that. There's a lot who got them peas. That's the lifestyle. They're able to travel and go places and do these different things. So, but guess what? In the kingdom of heaven, they're not going to see none of that.
Yeah.
The Chinese have the same shit.
Yeah, they got the credit card now.
You see a Chinese man part of anywhere, man.
Yeah.
But because they started getting that middle class over there.
I remember I used to pick a bully. Those Chinese will come into the same check of London to open a bank account with 50 grand check from China. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
open a bank in China.
That's it. That's it.
That's what happens when your economy starts coming up. People
That's
get money.
booming, yeah.
But really, it's the Edomites for the longest while. They're the ones that have been able to see the brooks and go visit Kilimanjaro and all the different sites in the world that you could see. They're the ones traveling to see it. Everyone else is watching it on TV.
Yeah.
For the longest while, if Jake was going on holiday, that holiday meant you got an uncle or an auntie, and you're going to see them. And you're staying there.
I was thinking of archaeology when they go for digs and that. Edomites going around the world.
Yeah, who got time for money to some friends?
Take your picture. Fucking Madagascar somewhere, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
That takes money, man.
Yeah. I was saying Jake only found out now about passport, bro. Esau's long been a passport, bro. Yeah.
But the scripture says they ain't gonna see that no more. Because the Lord is gonna remove them out of all that. Even their own land, the Lord's gonna remove them from. They're gonna be taken out of the earth.
According to this from the Guardian, there's the day from the 500 birds were worth more than 30 million, according to them. But like they're saying, that doesn't give an age range specifically. It's just like population stats. But it's saying over 240,000. So more than half of that is based in the US, and then the remainder you got China as second, but then and Japan is fifth. But then the other 7 countries, so 8 out of the 10 are all Edomite nations.
Of course.
All European.
Bro, there's certain places in Europe where they have whole communities of
millionaires.
of millionaires.
Yeah,
man.
Monaco. Yeah. Switzerland. Yeah. Stad. Yeah. Yeah. But heard like in Stad, you might go there get a regular beer. The beer is £70 for a regular beer. But that's how that's what they do. They'll price you out so that you keep the riffraff niggas out.
And then really ultimately root them out of the earth anyway.
because the world's going to be even better than what it is now. Far better. And then we're going to get to enjoy what the world really has to offer.
Yeah.
What you got was a good conservation prize.
Yeah.
But it's not other than what we're going to receive in the kingdom.
Yeah. Because this isn't even the head of gold. This is the feet, the foot them with the clay. Yeah. That's it.
Back to that Eden state, the paradise state. You know?
There's Job 20 and 15. He has followed down.
Traveling the world and all that different kind of. We want to travel in the universe. We want to travel to different planets. We might have a planet made out of gold, man. Fathom, man. So struggling to get out of the ozone layer.
Yeah, follow down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of ass, and and viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be.
That means everything. Oh, the reparations. No. According to your substance shall the restitution be. That means everything the Edomites own and possess is going to be translated over to us, into our treasury. Everything. All of it. Yeah, oh no, reparations, we can't afford it. No, trust me,
Yeah.
you really can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're taking, listen, you know, you can't afford it. And
Well, that's why they go to sleep.
you know, they can't afford it. We're going to take everything, all the assets going to belong to us. The lands, everything, the gold, the rubies, everything. But the FRNs. Because our system is not going to be a monetary system based upon FRN. You're going to be currency, because we're going to be trading you amongst each other. Traded around. Rap, nigga, rap.
Okay.
10 and 8. For of unrighteous dealing, injures and reaches God by deceit.
Gotten by deceit. But again, the lies, the blood, you know, if he's covering up to kill and to steal and to kill. That's how Esau's got, got everything he's got right now.
Esau's economical scams are so complicated. Nobody can't figure it out any damn way. That's why they keep the average man uneducated. Because if everybody was educated, they would know that the system is a scam and it's rigged. Even the tax system, they make it when they say they're taxing the rich. Because people think because technically, okay, if you're on this is how crazy the world is. If you're on 100K in England, right, salary, you're technically part of the top 10%, which is crazy when you think about it. That shows you how damn bad the average person actually is. If all you need to do is have 100K and then you're already in the 10%. Well, really, I think it's 60, above 60K, 65K, you're in the top 10%.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Which
Yeah.
is crazy when you think of it. So that means 90% of the population in the UK ain't touching 60 grand. That's crazy.
I think 100K push me at 1%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Between 100K and 100,
Yo,
you know what I mean?
right? See, they say, they'll go tell the poor people, yeah, we're going to tax the rich. What they mean is they're going to put more taxes on man that's on 70, 80, 90, 100K, right? But the man, the corporations and the billionaires, they get away with all the taxes. So really, all they're doing is stopping people from climbing up out of the gutter. Because you've worked hard to get to the point of now you're earning 100K. But because they're going to tax you so heavily, you're not really changing your life if you've not got assets before that. Because you've only just now come into money. It's different if you already had a house and you already had assets. But if you don't have any assets and you're relying on your salary to build yourself up and they're just taxing the hell out of you, they're keeping you down. But they'll say, yeah, that's us taxing the rich. Nigga, you ain't rich if you're on 100K.
What mean? Because
No, because like the school has to pay them their children, themselves trust that they set for their children.
Yeah.
So they'll pay money saying that it's their saving for their children, and they pay them out as dividends.
Yeah.
Even the majority of people that are really like, no, you just pay yourself the tax-free allowance of 12,500.
Yeah, that's what I know.
And everything else, you pay yourself.
Yeah. Okay. If I could say as well, you talk about like property. It's to get a mortgage. I think it's like 3 to 5 times salary. Well, so 4.5. So you still couldn't buy a house in London on 100K. Yeah. Mm.
So like if the interest rate goes up to like about 6 points higher, like they're supposed to basically have enough money to cover it before they give you the loan, but they knew that what they were going to do, like when the BB hit, when they did all the interest rate hikes, and the youth would be unable to afford their own.
Yeah. That's
Go
it.
up, and then start selling them houses, drop the house price down, and they could go buy it all up. Because
Yeah,
they only want
saturate.
with
Yeah.
the capital anyway. Man, it's all a big dirty game, man.
Like an Airbnb.
Yeah. Oh, but that's what happened in one of those states where it was like a big Airbnb destination. So loads of people bought up lots of Airbnbs, and then now the Airbnb traffic ain't coming through, so all of those houses are on sale now. And no, and as such, they did. Yeah, yeah.
How is Shai gonna come and all the corruptness? We have to figure it all out. How is Shai gonna expose all of that with fire, man? And
Calm.
set up a whole government, man, from that day on. You Edomites ain't gonna be doing no talking no more. We don't want to see you no more. You ain't gonna be involved. When big man attack, you're gonna keep your mouth shut, man, because you shouldn't be anywhere near government. Yeah, man. You shouldn't be nowhere near government. You are failures, man. You Edomites are absolutely failed in life. And then you grandstand, oh, like your countries are the best, man. London's full
True.
of people that bear nitties everywhere. Everyone's hurt. You parents have to work, so they can't even see relationship mash up, yo. Cause man can't even see each other.
Mm.
They can't even see their children because both people have to work like
Yeah.
crazy just to pay for a place that's not even worth the money you're paying for it, man. It's a big trap.
They got one bedroom apartments in Tottenham for £1,900.
Tottenham,
Yeah, outside the custom.
look at Tottenham.
Yeah, that's the cute. That's the by the furniture as well.
What also for the brothers that are abroad, what's like it to Tottenham? I mean, like that place is ends, man. Yeah, that place is nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah,
They're cleaning money, so they're taking dirty money. You come to England, you buy the property, and then you go back to China
yeah,
because China's a closed system. So if they've made the money here, they have to find a way to get the money back home in China. So what they do is they use the house in Britain as collateral to get the loan in China.
yeah,
And that loan money is clean now.
yeah.
And you can spend it in China because you've gotten the loan in China based on the asset you've got in London.
Yeah.
So that's why they come and buy the property here because they've done business elsewhere. I mean, China's they control their monetary system very strictly. So if you might have bare money outside of China, they're not going to let you come and just flood that in there.
Because another thing as well you can't do in China allegedly is you can't just own bare properties like that. What you have to do because they view property right, it's not a thing in investment per se. So for instance, whereas there's the house they built, those two flats near Embassy Gardens near the U.S. Embassy, the one where it has like a pool in the middle of them. It's owned by because my old neighbor actually was building that house, right? That flat. Romanian guys, it just but basically he was saying there was a Moabite that bought two of them, 10 million each, just bang, doesn't even live there, if I'm not mistaken. Just do it.
Now that 10 million each,
Yeah.
you can go back to China,
Yeah.
get a loan based upon that, and live off the loan over there straight up. There's a lot of shit going on, man. Anyway, all of that wouldn't happen if people actually lived according to the ways of the Most High and had inheritances that belonged to them.
Revelation 12:7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angel, and he prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Right, there's not going to be nowhere, like we said before, when Yahushua comes with the holy angels and he defeats Esau's armies, that's the end of the whole kingdom, the rulership, the end of the middle class, upper class, Edomite, all of them, every last part, one of them, that's it. No, whatever title you had, that title doesn't mean anything. Whatever qualification you had, it doesn't mean anything no more. Nothing you are means anything. You are a nobody now. Oh, actually, well, I am a chief CEO in Amazon. No, there is no Amazon, brother. There's a jungle called the Amazon, but there ain't no Amazon company no more. You are whatever name we're gonna give you now, and now you're gonna go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, actually, I'm a developer. I'm not anymore, brother. You're just gonna hold this pickaxe.
Devoted.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, well, I'm a chief minister. No, there is no government, brother. You don't understand.
Yeah.
Demoted.
As said as LDS made the joke because like we was presidents.
Oh, it's no longer. Oh, I had these assets. I don't have no assets no more. Oh yeah, you're obsolete. Like,
Quick one on
my
what you.
accolades.
What?
Oh, I went to Eton. I'm an Eden boy. Oh, I'm a Freemason. So, blood, hold this pickaxe.
Exactly. Second Peter 3 10 says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
So that's the seat of power, that's the seat of organization, that's the sense of identity. Or I'm the dean of Harvard. But ain't no Harvard. Yes, well, I have a qualification in this and I know this language. Well, we're done with all them languages now. We have new languages to learn.
The Lord going to take the crowns off their head. You're going to be the throne, man. You're not going to have no rulership or sovereignty in the world.
Right, man. Revelation 11 verse 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his anointed, and he shall reign ever. Belong to you no more. Anything you set up don't mean shit no more.
No UN. Oh, I'm the spokesperson, ambassador. All that's going to be done away with.
All these governing bodies, man, they're not going to exist.
FIFA. It's a new world, man. New management. And we're gonna build that world from scratch. It's not gonna take over.
Yeah, they're gonna build it.
Yeah. we're not taking over and moving in and keeping parts of, like, for instance, I believe the Assyrians, was it the Assyrians or the Babylonians? They kept the language, the administrative language. You know, when they took over from the last people, they didn't completely erase. They keep things. But we ain't keeping nothing, man. The whole thing is being destroyed. Whole thing, and then we're gonna build our kingdom from the ground up. Just like Noah did. It was a new world that they built from the ground up. We ain't gonna be living in their castles that they had now. We're gonna build our own thing to our specifications.
Job 20:18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down according to his substance.
Right, he labored for the kingdom. He wanted to rule over the earth, but you're a terrible ruler, and it was never your position to have it. And ain't nothing worse than a man that's unworthy being in a position. It's just horrible. He's like, this can be a man. Just a dickhead. Just a dickhead, man. He should not be a manager. And they're the worst people, because people that know within themselves that they shouldn't be in a position, they're the worst. They just like the power. They just like the power. They start doing foolishness. Start doing too much. It's like, well, you didn't need to do all that. That's because you shouldn't be where you are, and that's you, Esau. You shouldn't have power over anything, man. You're not qualified. The sons of God should be the ones ruling the earth. The ones who bear the image of the Heavenly Father, man, and that's exactly how it's going to be. And the world is going to know what true and perfect rulership is. Not a rulership of hypocrites, not a rulership of sin, but a righteous rulership. Because that's our kingdom is going to be righteous. There is going to be justice. The whole world is going to be living under the law, and the law is good. It allows for life to proliferate and to be productive. We're not going to just be going around the world for no reason, just terrorizing people. No. Or if when it's convenient, no, the law don't stand. If a man has an inheritance, that's his inheritance. That will be his. That the Lord has given him. Even when the Israelites came out of Egypt, we didn't take the inheritance of none of the other nations. The Lord made it clear. the land of Canaan is yours, not the land of Moab, not the land of Ammon. Even when Esau the little bastard, we wanted to cut through on the King's Road, and we told him, look, man, we ain't gonna take nothing, and we'll pay for whatever it is. Oh, no. Little demon, property in the come. Murder. If a man murder and he's guilty of murder, then it's gonna be that way. Not like Esau, like, okay, sometimes we'll bend the rules and what's it, biased and no, that's not how you're meant to rule. That's why the world is crying out now, because everyone sees that shit is crazy. Go on.
Ecclesiastes 3:4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
One that is profitable. That's us. We're actually going to be pushing life into the earth. We're going to set standard in the earth. People are going to look to us and say, yo, all right, see, we're going to do it like that.
And this is the British Yahushua kingdom, and Yahushua is appointing us to rule over these heathens, man. You know, that was our lot. That was the role we were supposed to play. That is what the Heavenly Father intended for us to do. It's what He made us for.
We're the Son.
You know,
the Son rules in the Father's stead, and according to what the Father wants.
Yep.
And it's going to be beautiful because the building regulation, all the regulations and standards, it's going to be from us. That's why the scripture said this nation is supposed to see your laws, and this is a wise people. That's why they would come into Solomon like, how do we do this? How do we do that? Because you come to Esau will tell you some bullshit. And have you out of the way.
Get shortcuts.
So in the end, it's going to be good for the heathen to have. Why not? If you want the perfect man to be in power and ruling, so that you can follow the righteous, that makes everything good. So you want the right of the situation, knowledge, the science. We're not going to be like Esau, just teaching people foolish science. Trust them. Foolish, lying about the history, lying about the science, man. Giving man drugs to kill them off and that. We're going to give them the real. So even the heathen are going to be healthier. They're not going to live, obviously, they're not going to be perfect, so they're not going to live forever. But the world in itself is going to, the people in general are going to be healthier. Why? Because we're not going to be pushing McDonald's and that down people's throats and chemicals. We're going to be against that. Give them the proper farming tools, proper farming practices. Just terrorizing the earth, man. Monsanto, Agent Orange, you got man with 8 legs and all. What's going on here? Esau's a terrible ruler. Got flipping people living third. Ain't gonna be no third world in the kingdom. Yeah, there's gonna be people that, because obviously not everyone can be on the same level. But goddamn, bro, some of the situations in this earth,
being impoverished,
man, are living. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, what's this all about? This is
raping nations, taking.
Esau, man. Esau, like, what kind of management is this? The underbelly of this earth is disgusting. You ain't supposed to have a city with nasty underbelly, like how London has a nasty underbelly, man. Crackheads everywhere and all that.
That's a blight on your own rulership.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
You're poorly managing your own place.
I remember they had to remember the wedding, clear them all out for the wedding, man.
It's like these Olympics and things like that, man. They try to make it look nice. And then after that, they did it in Rio. They cleaned it all, made it look nice.
What about Skid Row? I had to show my daughter the other day because LA. Oh, you want to see LA? Right around the corner from the Hollywood spot, Skid Row. Hey, why don't you take that money that you're sending to Ukraine and go sort out all them nitties and them crazy people over there in Skid Row and fix their ass up? It's bullshit, man. Oh no.
I was saying last week, they got Hollywood Boulevard there. Man, stars on the same rock. And across the road, man, I got Skid Row. I'm in a dirt poor shit in the face.
Romans 8 and quick one. Romans 8 and 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestations of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by the reason of him who have subjected the same in hope.
We're the best to rule. Once Jake get back into power, we're gonna, put everything back in harmony, basically. We're gonna restore the force, man.
Yeah, positive.
Restore
Life.
the force.
The earth will be leaning towards life. Right now, it leans towards death and destruction. It's out of balance, man. Because of you, Esau. Blaming it. No, you're the one that you got to listen. The manager has to be the one that's responsible.
Yeah.
That's why you're the manager. That's why you're the CEO. If it ain't working and it's consistently not working, there always comes a point where you're the one whose head is on the chopping board. The same thing happens in football. If you got a football team, you're the manager. Look, we give you the money to bring in your transfers. You're running the training program. You say the players ain't performing. We give you money to get new players, and the same. You ain't getting. What happens when you ain't getting the results? You get called into the office. It's like, listen, you got to let you. It's gonna fall on you because you're the manager. You have to take the responsibility. For Esau, this world is under your management. So as fucked up as you want to take the credit for anything you deem to be good. Well, what about all the bad? No, blame that on the niggas. Man. That's their fault. It's you, man. You're the one running it.
Make us a positive influence, positive.
Like a light. A light.
I even got the etymology of the word inspiration, which, like, in terms of positive sense, is what we're going to be of the earth. And it says from the Old French, inspiration, which means to inhale, breathing in, inspire, to blow into, breathe upon, figurative, to inspire, excite, inflame. So the breath from the Lord, yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be, man.
With the law, such commandments also, right? And that's what we're going to be bestowing upon the heathen too, to hold themselves to that standard.
Isaiah 2, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So they know how to love their neighbor. Because we're going to be teaching them that too. You're supposed to treat your brother with love.
That'll create harmony on the earth.
Even though they're going to be in slavery, but they're going to learn the laws.
They're going to behave right.
They're going to learn our customs. Yeah.
You know, as much as they can do.
Yeah.
So it's going to be better. You know what I'm saying? But Volcom and them, man, you guys are wicked. And then, bro, you're wicked, man. Your kingdom ain't doing, your Christianity ain't doing nothing for the world, man. Get the fuck out of here. The world is suffering. The world is suffering under you. You're talking about us, man. Listen, the best thing that can ever happen to the world is the Israelites being in rulership. But not for you, because you're going to die. You Edomites, you don't belong here anyway. I'm talking about the world in general. The best thing that's going to happen is the kingdom of heaven.
Power management.
Yeah.
Someone got to go. Yeah. I can't work with that. That's like Rashford, man. Rashford, Garnacho. Them, man, listen, this ain't gonna work, man. Get rid of this guy. I can't work with this guy, man. Sancho back. Get Gunwood back. Real ball.
Hey, but the thing, you know, you can tell what the root of the problem. Yeah. And big part of that is Esau, man. You know, and the Most High knows that. That's why he's giving the commandment.
Root him out. Yeah. And when you got a garden, you got a plant in there that ain't playing game. Got to cut that out, man, for the sake of the other plants.
Sure.
Job 20 and 19, because he hath oppressed the poor. Sorry, because he has forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he buildeth not.
That's what he's still doing. In fact, yeah, bro, that man would tell you when they did the last Nakba, bro, they were dragging Palestinians out of their house here. The pita bread's still warm. They were Palestinian grannies in there, you know, doing the pita on the tandoori oven and just move into the house. Yo, these Amalekites are serious, man. They're like, they did that.
Invaders, man. Yeah.
They did that, man. These men are cold-hearted, man. They grabbed Granny out of her house with the pita. Didn't even let her take the pita bread.
It's funny still because
that's like dipping her pita bread in the hummus and that.
No,
my house now.
it's funny because in areas like Stamford Hill, you had bare Jake shops on the high road, and then one day they were there, the next week they were gone, and then you just had Amalek selling like fucking like selling fragrances and candles.
Amalek is there. They're scum, man.
All ran out the stores. Don't see the thing no more,
Go on, go on.
bro. Surely he not pure in his belly, he shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Yeah, boy. Done. You're gonna be completely stripped bare. When your Hawashai comes, you ain't gonna have nothing. And that hurts, man. It hurts to lose everything.
Especially when you work so hard to get everything.
It hurts, and it's gonna hurt.
These Rothschilds and that, man, they got a little more than the heart could wish, right?
Oh.
But that's what we're taking away from them.
Oh, hurt.
Years of
All that generational,
Piece of wealth.
The pain.
all that collecting you've been doing, man.
But on a brighter note, we're gonna be gaining. We're gonna be gaining, man. That's why I don't worry about nothing in this world. I mean, you can have your little things here, but really, listen, in the kingdom, we're gonna have everything we need plus more.
I have not seen no air.
And we're gonna be dripping out. We're gonna have the finest perfumes. We're gonna have the garments. We ain't gonna want nothing, man. Right? No more stress and worrying about bills. We'll be comforted. We're comforted in our wealth, man. You know, women. We're gonna have our wives. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our brothers, our family, man. Right now, you can't even enjoy your family because your family's bugged out, man. Yeah, everybody got them crazy cousins, man. Like you love the nigga, but
He trying to invite you to
You know what I'm saying?
Those part of the 2/3.
You know your family, man. You love these motherfuckers to a degree. I know the scripture said love not the world, but you know what I'm saying? It's your family, like so you. But you're like, yo, this nigga ain't right.
When you gonna come to church?
Bro, curses. So we're gonna get our family. Right now, we're like a family coming back. But in the kingdom, like that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have a family. You're gonna have your children,
bloodlines.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like, you're gonna have it all back, man. Right now, it's messed up, but we're gonna get it in that one day. Everything's gonna go back right.
Go on. The scripture says the day of the Lord, for the wicked coming as a thief in the night. So they're gonna have an element of comfort on this side, thinking that everything's all good, and then out of nowhere, like another with the writing on the wall out of nowhere.
They're gonna go down quick. It's not gonna take 50 years. They're gonna go down quick.
They think they're gonna have it all under control. You know, they think they're in a good spot. Everyone's right where we want them. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
But
like
you were the most I want you.
Well, like we said,
You know?
if Yahushua is coming down, is their end. It's just gonna happen, is it not?
Yeah,
You know that in Star Trek where you just
space, yeah.
they just come to shit. Like, they're not gonna announce it before. They're just gonna turn up, trumpets blowing. He's here now. Shit.
Scramble the fighter jets.
So brothers is hasty before.
Hey,
that's it.
that's all we're waiting for, man. That's what it's really all. This whole thing is all about that, man. It's not about
One day.
all this BS, man. That you gotta deal with, man. Go on, man.
It says
That's why the Lord said when he come, he gonna wipe away all tears, man.
Yeah,
As soon as he cuts through that cloud, man, you gonna be like, shit's over, man.
Because that relief we're gonna feel, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be like,
It's an undescribable feeling, man.
finally.
Be even peace with yourself, because you're gonna be right, man. You ain't gonna have to deal with your own shortcomings and your own weaknesses no more.
No more curses.
You know? You ain't gonna have to fight with the flesh. You know what I'm saying?
No more.
It's gonna be righteousness.
No, when Thanos is in the garden.
I was
After
just
the
thinking
end.
about Apocalypse.
Man was
Okay,
chill,
so
man.
Apocalypse says no more superpowers. Isn't it?
Yeah. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Flee and weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
The iron weapon represents the nuclear missiles, man. So Esau's going to be taken out by his own wicked devices. His own blessings going to be his own downfall, man. You got so proud thinking I created all these WMDs, not knowing the Lord set you up from the beginning. He's going to take you out by your blessing of the sword, man.
WM dummy.
WM dummies, man.
Jeremiah 50 verse 24 says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken.
There you go.
Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou was striven against the Lord.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But then you got man like Vocab that they really think America is the land of God. This is crazy. And they coming up against us, man. It's
Well,
crazy.
That's
I
a
got
nation
both,
full of
man.
idolatry, man.
Them man have got
All
Batty
kind
man
of
in their army, blood.
grievous shit.
You spend it when you think of the amount of time that he's dedicating to the Hebrew Israelites, man, and you've got these man in the army, but full blown Batty man, them man are promoting stuff.
Wow.
It's crazy out here, man. The man's really going around just following Hebrew Israelites around like we're on a crusade. So you can't stop us because we're not gonna listen. Listen, let me tell you something for free. In the world, we wouldn't listen to you because you were square, my nigga. Yo, let's keep it real. Even in the world, if that hey, hi guys, you
No
know,
one listens
hey,
to
bro,
them, man.
come on.
We got books, the books that no one reads.
Bro, imagine
You know what I'm
man's
saying?
in the ends now and Vocab Malone, bro. Let me spit
Slap that shit
one of
every
them
time.
weak ass bars, blood. Man
Grab the
would have
mic
just
out every
slapped
time.
it. Yeah, bro. Man would have took. Listen, in wickedness, man would have just rubbed that guy. He wouldn't have made it out of the ends like with his mo. You know what I mean? You know how niggas would have been like, oh, is that your phone? Let me see that. Yeah. And then man just standing there like, what you still standing there for? Listen, this guy Vocab Malone yeah, is the ultimate square. So even in the world, we wouldn't listen to him. So how much more say like in this truth?
Serious business.
He trying to saucy, leave the Hebrew Israelite. We ain't gonna and follow you. Weirdo, man. Get out of here, man. You're going into slavery. That's where you belong, man. You whack dude, man.
I can see him getting hit with a missile. I can see it. In vision, both times.
Man, I hope he don't get hit with a missile. I want him to be alive. He needs to see the transition. Open his fucking eyes, see it. Talking all that shit, man. I want to see that dude, man. We're gonna put you on a fucking pillar in Jerusalem, blood. Just put you on a stake. You're just gonna be there like this, alive, and we're just gonna be laughing at you, laughing at you. Like, look at this guy talking all this bullshit about we ain't gonna be saved. Where's Jesus now? We'll be laughing at you, man. Look at you. Rap, nigga. Spit a bar now. Make a parody now. Have the children throw tomatoes at you.
It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
That's it. Because they're going into slavery and punishment. Right? Let's keep it going. Revelations.
Revelation 12:9.
It's crazy.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived.
Satan, you are the adversary of the on earth. You were set up to be the adversary of righteousness, the adversary of everything which is good, the adversary of the people of the Most High. You are Esau, Edom, Sokowam is our adversary. That's why we don't get surprised when he's doing something against us. Jake gets surprised. You're like, bro, listen, we're not surprised, and we're not asking you not to be Satan. Oh, please, Esau, be fair, love me. Bro, you will never see the Hebrew Israelites asking Esau to be different than how he is. That's not our thing. You will never see us come out and say, Esau, please treat me nice. Be nice to me. Save me, Esau. We coming out just condemning you. Like, listen, you're the devil, you're going to be the devil, and your Habashah is going to come and destroy you and slave. We time try and appeal to Esau's good nature because we know he doesn't have one. That's why you Negroes go out there protesting. You're trying to appeal to something that don't exist. Hands up, don't shoot. No justice, no peace, and begging Esau for change. Esau ain't gonna change.
You don't want to change anyway.
If you're gonna go into supplication to them. How can you ask your adversary, your enemy, Satan, for what? For what? What's he gonna do for you? Esau was set up for one thing and one thing only: to be Satan, to be your adversary. And he's not gonna change. Nothing you say is gonna make Esau all of a sudden be on your side. That's not how it works. That's not how the movie is gonna play out. He's just the devil and Satan. And he's gonna be Yahweh Shai, as we're hearing, is the one that's gonna cast him down. And that's when he's gonna cease and desist order.
Amos chapter 1 verse 11 says, "Thus says the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity." Esau never had no pity upon us, man.
Nope.
So how can we ask, like brother saying, how can we ask for his help? He don't want to help us. We've been set at enmity among between each other from the womb. So it's always going to play out this way.
No, he still put on some extra Negroes in a movie. You niggas think that's
And
he making mockery.
Give nigga an award.
But the worst thing about it is, if you really clear that handful, he was making mockery of us, man.
He was taking the piss.
He was taking the complete piss out of black people, blood. It was just mad. Dudes got mad technology and they're running around with spears and shit, blood. Like, let's keep it real. It was garbage. The whole thing was just, it was bad. Like, and on top of that, they didn't pay the niggas good money.
Yeah,
they made mad
They
back.
made money on the box office, but they didn't pay the.
Of course, they paid them man's peanuts, yeah, and then just made all the money. Then made a second one.
Yeah. And the trash again.
And it was pure trash. They made the damn skinny little girl being Black Panther. That's a disrespect.
It's ruined the whole thing. The whole legacy just got ruined.
And then they had the monkey man, the real guy that should have been the next Black Panther. What's going on here? Esau disrespects you Negroes, man.
All we got now is Blade, but that's all we got.
But they were actually bringing him back as Blade. Okay, well then.
That's all we got left.
Yeah, but then they're probably gonna have him get killed and replaced him by some little white girl. Whistler's daughter. Yeah. And she gonna be stronger than Blade. It's mad, man.
Oh, he's such the devil.
Hey, that's what they did to Nick Fury. They did to Samuel L. Jackson and Nick Fury, man. Made him all weak and decrepit.
Oh, the Hulk.
He's only man. He's only fictional, man.
Esau's an asshole, man. He's Satan, man. I don't want nothing from Esau. Don't make no white characters black. I don't care. You just make it bad writing anyway. Anyway,
and his anger did tear perpetually, and his wrath forever. See, he's never gonna change, man. He's going to be the devil.
The side of Twitter I'm on, these crackers hate you niggas. They hate you niggas with a passion. You're gonna find out.
They're waiting for their opportunity.
They're just waiting, bro.
Yeah, even that other male candidate, Susan, she was talking about like black people have a problem with crime, and ultimately it needs to be solved. She was basically saying like all the politicians, and they all agree. But she came out with it and said like all politicians think like this, but Britain you get cancelled if you come out with.
Yeah, but you're dropping bombs. Listen, you can't lecture Jake in the ends, yeah, for chinging down the ops, yeah. When you're blowing up the ops, you're in Ukraine, you're dropping bombs and doing all these. So how can you then go tell a youth, yeah, that's from one ends, he's got a beef with next man and he sees man and chings man down when you are doing the same thing.
Yep.
So it's just hypocrisy. It's just hypocrisy at the end of the day. Not to condone them dumb niggas, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to talk about violence producing, you're the ultimate violence producer, because if you really look at the death toll in London from knife crimes, it's like 20 people or something in a year, in a city of 9 million. So when you really break it down, it's a problem, but it's not like crazy problem. Like if it's only like, what's the death toll from knife crime in London in a year last year? I think it's like 120 people. But there's 9 million people in fucking in London. It's almost statistically insignificant.
Outside of London anyway.
Yeah.
Usually outside of London.
Saying 282 people.
Right. Oh, okay. So 282 people died from knife crime last year.
Is that
in a
whole
city
country
of
London?
that wouldn't be the whole country.
London.
Right. And how many? I said, what's the population of London? Like 9 million?
Yeah, 9, 10
or
million.
11? Is it 11 now? What is it?
What about 10.5 million?
So out of all them people, millions of people, like 200 and some people got killed in an incident. But I guarantee you more than 282 people were killed in Iraq. You killed 1 million Iraqis, man. So you're when it comes to the scoreboard, against the ops, you man are David Cameron and them man be getting the ops down for real. So you're hypocrites, man.
And if I say most of the time that's going to be localized, i.e. gang to gang, whereas Esau will be doing that
civilians, collateral damage.
Yeah.
The insurgents, they call them
What
like.
about blowing up man's wedding?
Exactly.
Like,
Oh, we didn't know there were civilians there.
bullshit.
Hamas in the hospital.
Yeah. One thing about them wicked ass Jakes is that, to the most part, they don't be fucking with civilians, man. They going after the ops.
That's it. Specific targets.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't be just randomly just murking people up like Esau, man. But anyway,
Even the other day, Edomite was running around, stabbed that 14-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
That was
that's
a
a
rally.
mad thing.
You saw this go around stabbing anyway.
Oh, shit. And you had the police turn up. You saying trying to negotiate with him. Drop the sword. Drop.
yeah, that's crazy. Gun unit should have been there and put that guy down.
Saying a woman nearly lost her hand. The police officer.
Yeah, man, what a shit.
And there was a female police officer as well, nearly lost her hand because she ran at the guy and tried to grab the sword.
How noble.
Yeah, she thought
She was, she was one with a,
Bro, what are you doing?
Well, I tell you this, her perspective of being a police officer is going to change forever now.
yeah.
She ain't gonna be diving in again.
Bro,
She gonna let
You're gonna have to retire.
You go do that. You go.
You're probably gonna have to. They're putting her in a desk now if she's that injured. Get good money out of that too.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
It was funny.
He was cast
Who
out.
deceiveth the whole world? Esau's lies are global. Hollywood deceiveth the whole world, man. The liar, man. Oh, we went to the moon. Now they're saying China just went, get out of here. And it's really disrespectful. If I was from a country and I see there's very poor people suffering, right? And man are sending rockets to the moon here, I'll be fucking upset. How can you be spending money to send a rocket to the moon?
if I can say, that's
That's a disrespect.
that's the same insult they use against North Korea. They're like, they've got a nuclear program, but the people are poor. That's literally what they say about them.
But these men can do it. Why are you wasting? What is the benefit of sending a rocket to the moon? That's what I want to know.
Half the time the shit just blow up in the mid-air anyway.
They're just wasting
Waste
the money, man.
Creating space garbage.
You know what I'm saying? It just blows up in the mid-air. Every time they send a rocket out there, how many rockets Elon Musk sent up in the sky? Gets blown up in mid-air. Yeah, waste of money, man.
Yeah, good.
It's expensive, man.
Yeah, that's millions upon millions.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice say in him, now comes salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power.
That's right. So when America is destroyed, Yahweh Shai turns up. That's when the salvation is coming. That's when the strength is coming. So that's what we're waiting for. So, and the worst thing is, that's why we're not a threat to no one. Because guess what? If that don't happen, we're pacifists anyway. This is the thing. Like Vocab Malone trying to paint us. Our doctrine is literally wait for Yahweh Shai. Our doctrine isn't like get the straps, line them up. We're gonna start hitting targets. No, we don't teach that.
Waiting for me.
So how are we a threat? If you believe that what we believe is not prophecy, most of what
Which we sitting there
then
waiting.
we're just gonna be sitting there waiting, talking with some cameras. Then where's the threat? We're not telling. Are we telling any man to get a nuclear bomb to destroy America? No. Not that we could anyway, but what kind of GoFundMe would you need for that? Right? Are we telling man to start World War III? Are we gonna chip people? What are we doing? Are we gonna go put Edomites in slavery? Keep it real, blood. We ain't doing that. We're not got plans to do that. How would you even go about doing that? That is crazy. We wait. Yahweh Shai is the author and finisher of our faith. So how are we a threat? We don't have no military. We're not militarized. Even Sakari and that, they got guns. They're not a military though. They're just some dudes that own guns and they walk around with them. You don't see them doing actual. We're gonna storm. Black. You know what I mean? We're not them type. We're not on that type of time. You know, some next shit. We're not you, bro. We get the script. We do videos on YouTube, man. We're YouTubers.
Exactly. Spiritual influences.
We don't be getting in. Do you see us like we're gonna go down? We're gonna punch up some Amalekite. We're gonna go down Stamford Hill. First Amalekite we see, we're gonna bottle him. We're not even on that type of time. We're literally talking about chariots coming out of the sky. A man saying we're a threat.
I mean, we sound crazy, innit? So
Yes, if we're so crazy, then it's not a problem. If a guy was teaching, there's gonna be aliens are gonna come. like, you know, in the year 2058, and they're gonna take over the earth and body swap and all this shit. And I literally thought what he's teaching is absolute insanity. Yeah, bro, guys, I'll leave him alone, innit? Like, bro, this guy's crazy. That's not gonna happen. He's not gonna come in my house and do nothing to me. He's talking about aliens coming and doing things. When the aliens come, I'm gonna do this to you. Well, if the aliens ain't coming, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. You'll be waiting for a long time. That's what my thing would be. Now it's different if he's saying, "Come, get together, get guns, and I'm gonna go do." Then obviously that's gonna be, yo, this guy's a threat. This is a problem. But on one hand, what we're teaching is not true. But on the other hand, we're a threat.
That whole NFAC thing, that's all gone and disbanded now, innit? I'm assuming. NFAC. You know, the Jam Master J.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
With
yeah,
them lot, innit?
yeah,
Right?
yeah. I don't
Did
know.
Vodka ever speak about them?
I think maybe he mentioned them. But again,
But
what
we're
did
not
they?
even. But
What did they do?
nothing. Saying. Who was someone like,
Yeah.
you know? But we're not even like.
But
We're
them
not even
niggas
like that.
ain't doing
We
nothing.
don't do shit.
The reality is, yeah, niggas know what the end goal of any type of foolishness like that would be.
Yeah.
Because
It's got more guns, got more everything.
no nigga that bold. Nigga be in a gang and shoot other gangs, yeah. But no nigga is, this ain't Mexico where man shoot at the police. Niggas ain't bold like that. So what are you even talking about? We're all about Yahweh Shai coming back. That's all we're all about. And until he comes back, the only thing we've been commanded to do is teach the word, the work of the ministry. So how that makes us a threat? We never teach anyone to put no hands on no Edomites or put hands on no one.
The only reason why it's a threat is because it's the truth.
That's it.
It's the truth, man. And you're doing all that you can to try to prevent
Yeah,
the truth, man.
and demonize
Yeah,
us.
that's
We
why.
don't tell man to kill no woman, to beat up no woman. We're not women beaters. The only time we beat women, yeah, is a whole different type of setting. Trust me. The beating we give, they like it, man. They be cooking breakfast in the morning. You understand? That's when you get that breakfast. They turn up with some toast, some sausages and beans, man. Cause man lay down the proper beating. We don't tell man to beat their wife. We don't tell man to do nothing, which is, you know. So what is your problem? We've never ever told anyone to put hands on any Edomite. Even your Elder Tahar came out and said, "Listen, leave them man alone."
Yeah.
But Vocab alone ain't gonna highlight that. See, they're peaceful. No, they're a threat. To what? To who?
The words are so hurtful. You know?
Just come on, man. But then them JOOs, they actually can just spit on people. Where's the video of us spitting on Edomites?
Man. Yeah.
We would have been arrested a long time ago if we were a problem like that. We was on Oxford Street for years, and the police turned up, and when the chief of police woman, she turned up, yeah, she asked us to pray for her, and she was on our side. She said, "Yo, leave these dudes alone. They ain't doing nothing. They're just teaching the word."
Yep. It's happened a
And that
couple
was the
times.
chief of the police, that woman, remember?
Yeah, sure. That's happened a few times as well. The police always usually come to our defense. As well, you know.
Oh yeah, that happened that other time as well. Yeah,
They've been peaceable.
yeah, because they know that we're not no
We're reading the Bible,
crazy
man.
fanatics,
We're
man.
reading the Bible. We ain't got no weapons or master, you know.
Yeah, go on.
Last two precepts or
Yeah.
Wise as serpents and harmless as doves. That's how we
that's
roll.
exactly what the Lord said.
That's how we roll, man.
That's exactly what the Lord
But Vocab wants to make it that where that
said. Some extremist
where
things.
he wants to demonize us, make it look like we're actually a problem, so that we're gonna go and do something.
Because he thinks that's going to stop the ministry. He's going to stop people coming into this truth. He ain't going to do nothing.
Or get the authorities to jump on us.
Yeah.
But listen, when the authorities move against us, just like Yahweh Shai, it will be through fraud and deceit. They ain't gonna have a cause. There ain't gonna be no cause against us. They're just gonna lie. We already know that. We know that's what time they're gonna be on, because we are gonna be doing any that rightfully they say, all right, these people are a problem.
Yeah.
Just like Yahweh Shai wasn't doing anything that they could hold against him. They had to lie and make shit up.
So he's never married up.
Just like you're gonna do, and you're gonna be right there to join in with them. Yeah, I was warning you that they'd be, you know, probably get some agent to do some madness, like, and act like we were teaching him to do that.
And the kingdom of power and the
of the anointed, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
And that's Esau. Esau's the accuser of our brethren. But the thing is that, hey, we are guilty in the flesh, but through Yahweh Shai, we've been made innocent. That's the problem that Esau has. Yeah, okay, according to the law, we're finished. Is it not written? We're condemned in the law. But unfortunately for you, Esau, Yahweh Shai came and made a sacrifice so that the elect are not condemned. Because the scripture says what? There is no condemnation in them which is in Yahweh Shai. So you could point the finger and go, well, but he did this and he did that. Okay, yeah, we've all sinned. We've all sinned and fallen short. But guess what? Yahweh Shai made a sacrifice, man. And that sacrifice allows us to come from under you. We're not condemned. And that's a beautiful thing. That's the best thing, man. You were defeated without sword. Go on,
Yeah, I got the picture already.
So you try to degrade Jake, you know, make Jake as wicked as possible. But through all that, the Lord's still gonna deliver an elect. Because the sins are covered. Unlike you. And that's why your butt hurt, because your sins ain't covered by no one.
Which accused them before our power day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony.
There you go. We can overcome by the blood of the Lamb because the Lord made that sacrifice for us to receive remission of sins, and by the word of our testimony, that our faith that the delivers, and we pray. And you coming against us for that because you're Satan. But that's all right. Keep coming against us. We don't lose sleep about it. You lose your sleep, bro. You lose your sleep, man. But it's all good because we're going to continue doing what the ministry is supposed to do. And then guess what? That day is going to come, that beautiful day. Yahweh Shai going to be appearing in them skies, man. And everything's going to be justified. All right? All right, what? Did you have anything else? Yeah.
And they loved not their lives unto death. Unto the death.
We don't give a damn, Volcan. That's why this word has gotten where it's gotten to. Especially you look at the apostles and elders, man. They don't give a damn. They're all about this ministry. That's what the Lord has put a spirit. What's the word? A juggernaut type spirit on the apostles and elders, man. They're like spiritual juggernauts, man. They can't be stopped. They can't be stopped, man.
Since 07.
And all this whining and you're trying to do, it gets bigger and bigger. There's the mustard seed. It keeps growing. And you trying to expose us, and no one cares, man. Oh, well, you know, One West. Bro, ain't nobody listening to you, man. Or they just heard Deuteronomy 68 and signed up. No one cares. Oh, yeah, well, I've done the research into One West, and this happened and that happened. Whatever, man. No one cares, man. That ain't stopping nothing, man. Brothers still be like, Shalom! Shalom! Brothers still coming into this thing. The elect are going to be sealed, man. What are you? They're not trying to listen to you, man.
Those are some One West stories.
Yeah, man. The guy's like, bro, get over it, man.
Be a fan.
Hebrew Israelism. Man, you're corny, man. Hebrew Israelism. Corny, man. You funny, man. You're going to be a good slave.
Isaiah 45:15. Verily thou art power that hidest thyself, O Yahweh, God of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
See it there. All right, beautiful. And then, yeah, you want to close up on that?
Yeah. So, with that, Lord, will we see brothers next week? Give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to Apostle of the great Lord, to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.